Hello? Anybody home?
Today, I want you to open your mind.
I've almost come to the conclusion that the story is so damning that the mass of people can't deal with it.
We are in process of developing a whole series of techniques to get people actually to love their servitude.
We face a hostile ideology, global in scope, atheistic in character, ruthless in purpose, and insidious in method.
For we are opposed around the world by a monolithic and ruthless conspiracy that relies primarily on covert means for expanding its sphere of influence.
To change the minds and the attitudes and the beliefs of the people to bring about one world socialist totalitarian government.
The potential for the disastrous rise of misplaced power exists.
It has patterned itself after every dictator who has ever planted the ripping imprint of a boot on the pages of history since the beginning of time.
If you can get people to consent to the state of affairs in which they are living, then you have a much more easily controllable society than you would if you were relying wholly on clubs and firing squads and concentration camps.
Tools of conquest do not necessarily come with bombs and explosions and fallout. There are weapons that are simply thoughts. Prejudices.
As you connect the dots between different people, organizations, religions, history, suddenly the picture starts to form.
The kingdom of God is within man, not one man nor a group of men.
Someone born in the United States is not more special than someone born in Mexico. They're just vehicles for the consciousness to experience.
They do not want your children to be educated. They do not want you to think too much.
It was learned that the aliens had been and were then manipulating masses of people through secret societies, witchcraft, magic, the occult, and religion.
They reach into our children. Music, television, books.
Prey on children's innocence.
How can I disprove lies that are stamped with an official seal?
So if you have the opportunity to stand next to one of these machines, it feels like an altar to an alien god.
Genetic power is the most awesome force the planet's ever seen, but you wield it like a kid that's found his dad's gun.
The Army Air Forces has announced that a flying disc is now in the possession of the Army.
Too many others know what's happening out there. And no one, no government agency has jurisdiction over the truth.
Any state, any entity, any ideology that fails to recognize the worth, the dignity, the rights of man, that state is obsolete. A case to be filed under M for Mankind in the Twilight Zone.
About time some of you got acquainted with the real hard truth.
If you don't connect the dots, it's just a mass of what's all this about.
You are listening to the Secret Teachings Radio. I'm your host, Ryan Gable, and I'd like to welcome you not only to another edition of TST Radio, but a live video edition of the show tonight, a special Tuesday, November 18th, 2025 episode of the Secret Teachings. 90, probably 9% of you tonight are listening audio only. And in that free archive, you are supporting us without having to sign up or pay for anything. You have to hear those advertisements every 10 minutes or so. I know that gets annoying, but it does support the show. And I want to thank all of you for pushing yourself through that. And a special thanks to those of you who sign up to the ad-free archive at tstradio.info, because that keeps us on air Monday through Friday. That supports the show. And for those of you who are tuned in on video, thank you for finding the show due to the fact that they don't tend to send out the notifications. And that is also despite the fact that we have many thousands of people who follow us on YouTube alone and have for many years, although our account got suspended a couple of times. And yet it doesn't really push notifications out. I don't even get them, and it's my account. It's supposed to tell me it's time to go live, and it doesn't even do that. So that's why I don't focus on video. That's why I don't do any shows like this consistently. But once in a while, something fun for you as an audience, something fun for me to break up the seriousness of the heavier episodes like last night. If you missed last night's show, it was dense. It was heavy. And tonight I'd like to have a laugh, because we have a lot of other things this week that might also be interpreted as heavy. Before we start the show tonight, though, I want to do two quick things. I want to welcome all of you in the live chat. More and more people I know will trickle in. But thank you for joining us in the live chat, those of you who are in there now. The second thing I wanted to do was I did want to address a criticism that we had from a sincere listener who said that they think, based on tonight's show title, Lord of the Lies, Part 3, that I have or the show has an obsession with talking about con artists on the internet, or specifically our good friend David Wilcock. And I want to be clear about something. I counted them. I've done less than half a dozen shows this year on this guy. We did a part, I believe it was part 5 of Mystery Scam Theater. We did a part, I believe it was 3 of David Wilcock blocking. And this is part 3 of Lord of the Lies. That's 3 different episodes. And then I think I did an episode by myself sometime back in maybe April of this year. So I've done less than 6 shows this year, and I do 5 a week. So that's about 1 week out of the entire year of Wilcock shows. I don't really consider that an obsession, but I do think that it's important to address a tiny criticism like that, because a lot of listeners listen for specific reasons and tune out for equally for specific reasons. And so, the show needs to be a mix of things so that we can get new listeners and so that people are not bored with the same exact thing. If I just talk about what one group of listeners wants to hear or wants to discuss, then a lot of other things get lost. A lot of other things get left behind. And that's not good, because there are many subjects that need to be explored, that a lot of listeners tune into this show because they know that they can, well, this is what they're saying. I hope that it's true. They think they can trust my analysis of the subject matter. I'll give you a quick example, and then we'll get started with the show. I was not going to cover the Jeffrey Epstein story yet again. And then I heard about the vote releasing the files. And it's so strange that people who thought it was a left-wing conspiracy, and I can't believe you're still talking about that guy, suddenly are now wanting there to be a release of the files. And there's a celebration. They're voting to release the files. And then you actually read what was voted on. And I'll show this to you on the show that we do on Epstein. What was voted on was just files that were already declassified, things that you could largely already access on the internet. It's nothing new. And so, that's definitely a unique take on it. It's not like my take. It's just like, that's what the document says. But who's reporting that? Nobody. Because most of everything that you hear in media is just a talking point, a left-wing, right-wing, both politically and otherwise, maybe religiously, etc. It's a talking point. There's no critical thinking or free thought. But there is something positive happening. Now with David Wilcock, the world's worst psychic and the world's worst prophet and the world's worst channeler and the world's probably worst actor on top of that, his followers have started to figure out that he's a con artist. And I have to take a little bit of credit and a big smile on my face for why that is. His listeners, his followers are finally realizing, wait a minute, just because this guy was in a bunch of episodes of Ancient Aliens making up outrageous lies in those episodes. I remember the one he talked about the laser cutting the ship in half, about the Antarctica story, which is like, yeah, that story's true, but nobody said that aliens cut a ship in half with a laser. He actually said that on national television. It's totally insane, totally made up, total nonsense. But people have realized that Ascension never came. How many times? 2 times, 3 times. It was supposed to come this year. It's almost December. It hasn't come again. And within a few weeks, I mean, when that ball drops in New York City in a few weeks, I'm not just celebrating. Well, I'll be ahead a day, but when the ball drops here, if you will, and the ball in Japan, and when the ball drops in New York, I get to celebrate twice. I'm going to celebrate 2 times the David Wilcock's Ascension scam was a scam, and he ripped all of these people off yet again. And so, of course, on the last episode of the Secret Teachings, where we discussed David Wilcock, which was a recent episode, we played the clip of David asking for ideas of how he could make money by selling what are essentially fake meditation tapes to his, well, largely idiot followers. But I can't call them idiots much anymore because they've started to figure out the scam, and they're not very happy with David Wilcock. And I don't know if he's talking to demons. I don't know if he's talking to random people on the internet that tell him that they're insiders and he's that naive and gullible. I don't know what's going on, but I know that the con is crashing down, and I want to take some credit for that. I want to give some credit also to our good friend and co-host, Mike D., who's been with us for all of these years, exposing David Wilcock as a fraud, along with Corey Good and others. All of these years before people were making AI-generated videos and pictures and songs, Mike D. and myself were here interviewing people like Joe from the Carolinas before they destroyed his career and his online persona and doxed him. We were talking about this so many years ago, 10 plus years ago. We are OGs of the David Wilcock expose. So much respect to you, Mike, and to our audience who enjoys this, gets a laugh out of it, and understands that it's more than just a laugh, that I hope to actually help people realize that they've been scammed and to not be scammed anymore by con artists and frauds like David Wilcock on the internet, on the lecture circuit, or on the nightly television. Mike D., thank you for coming on the show again.
Hey, man, good to be here. I used to get, back in the day, angry with the whole Wilcock stuff because of just the fraud and the misinformation. But now, over the years, it's just turned into a joke, and it's become just sad. And I no longer get angry. I'm not angry at the guy. I'm not angry at the people that constantly still give him money. It's just, to me, a sad, sad show. And then lately this year, he's just seemed more like depressed, and it's just very strange going on. I mean, you're exactly right. The fraud has caught up with him, and he doesn't know what to do. But I mean, if I was him, I'd just come clean. I'd come clean. It put a huge weight off your shoulder, you know.
We should do that. How about that? How about David Wilcock? You are free to come on to the Secret Teachings, admit that it was all made up or that you were duped. We can shake hands respectfully, and I'll never do another show on you again. I think a lot of people who do shows on David Wilcock would welcome that. Just admit that you were duped, because I've considered that for a long time, Mike, that when he talks about insiders, there's something about him that makes me feel that he's not making everything up. Like, he actually is talking to somebody. It's probably some wacko on the internet, because I get people that message me or have messaged me in the past. They don't anymore because I don't respond to them, who have messaged me and said, I worked in an underground military base. Have me on the show. I'll tell you all about the ant people. I'll tell you all about the lizard people. And it's total nonsense, right? You know, but
yeah.
I think he believes those people, and a lot of them are probably taking him for a ride. I wonder how many, quote, insiders are just people like us messing with this guy to see if they can get him to say this stuff on television or on the internet.
I got to agree with the chat here. Clay Davis said he should just write sci-fi books. Exactly.
Yeah, well, that's what Corey Good said that he was going to do when he got exposed for his lies. It's part of my intellectual property. I made these stories up.
That's another thing he should do. He should denounce his relationship with Corey Good and denounce that whole secret space program BS. That's another thing he should do. And say, and yeah, he can take the easy way out and say he got duped, you know, and he's going to come clean and, you know, just maybe talk about, you know, sci-fi stuff, talk about Star Wars and Star Trek.
Yeah, just do exactly. Just when we first started radio, there was a radio show that just did I don't know if you could call it analysis. It was more like a discussion. They just did discussions on the TV show Friends.
Right.
So just do, I don't know, do like a Star Trek thing. There's a lot of
Yeah.
Trekkies out there that you'd probably get more people that listen to you if you did a Trekkie show than you did this insider nonsense.
Exactly.
I mean, my goodness, I watch a few game channels from time to time. They have more followers than he does. So just do some sci-fi stuff. It's already sci-fi. He actually says that in one of his recent videos that it's all just science fiction. I have a lot of these clips today. Thankfully, I think you watched most of his recent video. Is that correct?
I did, yes. I don't have timestamps though, so if we do
that's
that, we'll have to kind of go through it in a fast forwarding, then get to the parts. But I mean, watching it all though, I'd say most of the video is entertainment for sure.
Yeah, I think so. I've got a lot of these clips. There's a lot of different components to a David Wilcock video. And for people that don't know the history of David Wilcock, he was on Ancient Aliens. That's his one main claim to fame. Corey Good was another, his insider at, Gaia TV. That turned out to be totally fake. And then all of his internet videos and his courses that he sold, which he never taught anybody to levitate. He never taught anybody anything about flying cars or never built a flying car. Now Elon Musk is building flying cars and David Wilcock is being left in the dust. But here's something that I heard him say in a recent stream. I hope that you can hear this, Mike. This is a very short clip. He said that, the whole thing sounds like a science fiction story. And the response to that is because it is a science fiction story. But let's listen to what he had to say.
This is a bunch of BS. Somebody says, well, look, this is a very interesting thing. It is a science fiction story. This is the story of our lives.
So he says that he's not saying that what he is talking about is something that he made up as a science fiction story. Of course, some people are saying that, but what he's saying is that it sounds like a science fiction story, which is the whole point, I think, of what the listener in their chat room said, is that it's all BS, David, because you're just repeating sci-fi stories, which is what you just said, Mike. So somebody basically called him out on that in the last video.
Oh yeah, and they've been doing that for years. I remember the sci-fi story about they had a
doors that open like the Enterprise.
Doors that open like the Enterprise, but also the food, the process, the food. Whatchamacallit? Remember, it was like what's the story?
Emery Smith's food emulator.
Yeah, they had a food emulator, and that's he made meatloaf. And we were just like, out of all the food that you could possibly get emulated and have anything you ever wanted in the world to eat, he got meatloaf from it.
Well, I don't know. Emery Smith kind of looks like a piece of meatloaf, so that makes sense to me.
So it's just like more sci-fi stuff.
More sci-fi. Yeah, just tell sci-fi stories. The thing is, they can't really do that because when they tell their insider stories and when they tell the stories of, the contacts they've had or the dreams they've had, it all turns out to be nothing novel. It all turns out to be Star Wars or Star Trek anyway. So in order to really sell the idea, they have to sell it as being real, as not as being a story, because they don't have anything original. They're just taking from things that already exist.
He might actually be an alien himself.
I mean, I've considered that for what's the guy's name? The doctor, Stephen Greer.
Yes,
he might be an alien.
Well, Whalecock, I say that because last week or a week before we did the Oso 1 alien, and the description of him was he had straw-like hair sticking out the sides of his head, and that's kind of when we play this video. People that can see the video, you'll kind of see it looks like he's got straw coming from the sides of his head.
Those are hair plugs, Mike.
Yeah, they're bad hair plugs.
Well, the cabal. The thing is, you say those things, and it sounds like you're making fun of the guy for the way that he looks. That's not what it is. No, literally, he got new teeth because he said that the cabal made him so anxious that he ground his teeth down. So he said that. I didn't say that. He's losing his hair because the cabal is making him stressed out and nervous.
He can't sleep. Yes, he says that for the last, I don't know, 8 videos that he can't sleep anymore.
Well, he probably can't sleep because he's getting notifications from the IRS. He's got people harassing him on the internet. You're a con artist.
Yeah, he's not getting the $10,000 super chats anymore.
Well, speaking of that, let me play one of the most despicable clips that I think he has published or he has made. He didn't make the clip. He made a whole video, but this one clip is a particularly vile segment, I think, from one of his recent live streams where, I don't know if you heard this one, someone tells him that they are suffering in poverty, like they're really struggling. A lot of his listeners and people that support him are people that are really poor and don't have anything, and they think he's a spiritual guru, and they're going to, have the deep state's going to get arrested, and they're going to get their bank accounts, filled with a bunch of money from the white hats, and these are just really broke people on the internet, broken more than one way. And so someone tells him, it's kind of funny, but it's also kind of vile. Someone tells him that they're in extreme poverty. And Wilcox says, and did you hear this one? That someone's in poverty and how he responded to that?
Yeah, but I don't remember, but I know where you're going with it.
Yes, and he says, basically, one of your favorite lines from the past where he is complaining about how he can't shop at his favorite expensive stores or something like this. He says, well, I understand extreme poverty. I do. The grocery store I shop at just doesn't have the inventory I want. I can't afford gas.
He said, I think he said something like that, and then his shopping center closed down, and he can't buy the expensive food anymore. He only eats beef and chicken nowadays.
Yeah, he doesn't have any of those bison. He used to keep a freezer full of bison steaks.
Yeah, that's what he said. He said he can't eat his bison steaks anymore. They got too expensive for him or something like that. It's just
yeah, a whole freezer full of bison steaks.
Man, bison's been expensive for a long time.
All right, let's take a listen to this one.
I certainly hope you don't think I'm a troll. I'm a soul going through extreme poverty. Do you understand what it's not like to even be able to afford gas? Yes, I do. Absolutely. It's been a very intense time for me too, because my local grocery store cannot afford their own inventory. So this week.
Okay, now hold on a second. Before I play more of this, I need to show this to you on the screen because he made slides about it. Let me show this to you because he made there's slides.
There's slides as local grocery store cannot afford inventory. Are they on? Are there SNAP? Is they on the SNAP benefits?
People are speculating. I think he might be on SNAP, which would be ridiculous considering how expensive his house is and how much money this guy has been worth. But there might be some SNAP fraud there. He might be one of those people receiving 2 SNAP benefits. All right, let's play this again so you can see the video of it. If you're watching, of course, if you're listening, it doesn't really matter, but you can see the video later. Or you can go to my X page and you can see it, TST___radio. Links on the website at tstradio.info.
I certainly hope you don't think I'm a troll. I'm a soul going through extreme poverty. Do you understand what it's not like to even be able to afford gas? Yes, I do. Absolutely. It's been a very intense time for me too, because my local grocery store cannot afford their own inventory. So this week, there really was not very much food at all. I've had to actually, believe it or not, I've had to carefully ration my supplies this week. That has caused me to have constipation and ongoing insomnia as a result of the stress that I've had to go through. So I definitely understand everything you're talking about here.
I understand. I definitely understand extreme poverty. I've got constipation because I had to ration my bison steaks.
Yeah, constipation gets its own slide. I mean, that's awesome.
That is some wild stuff, isn't it? I don't know. Is he shameless or is he just blatantly not self-aware?
I think, like we talked about, I think he's near the end of his rope here on fooling a mass amount of people, of making that $10,000, $5,000 super chats anymore. I think he's down to like $3,000, $2,000 maybe. Mm-hmm. And I think it's going to get worse and worse when people, I think he's kind of digging his own ditch kind of with this, with this stuff, especially making a slide that he's got to ration his food because his local food store has a low inventory, and he's constipated.
Yeah, I know.
It's crazy.
I know what that means to people that are wealthy because I worked at that co-op in New York, as you know, Mike, as our listeners know. And when I worked there, the customer base was like threefold. You'd have people that would come in from the inner city and steal every day. You'd have kind of people like me that were more like hippies that would just come in and get the fresh vegetables, and that was it because they were relatively cheap, only thing in the area you could get. And then there was a large, third tier clientele who were the rich yuppies from the Rochester suburbs that would drive into town in their giant SUVs with Save the Environment stickers on them. And they'd come into the store and they'd buy all the very expensive things that you could actually buy at Wegmans for half the price. But, it's the status of shopping at the co-op. And I remember this person came in one time toward the beginning of the quote unquote pandemic. And, there were actually several of them that this happened. But one guy came in and, we've got a whole produce section stocked. There were a few products that weren't coming into the store because of shipping delays. There were like some frozen products, for example, because of what was happening with the with shipping on the then they have like a shipping delay or something, or things were stuck at the port. There were a bunch of different delays and issues. So we had some frozen things that didn't come in, but the whole store was, packed with food. And these people would come in and, I don't see my frozen burritos. And I said, yeah, we didn't get them because of, I don't work that section, but I know we didn't get them because of the quote pandemic. And they said, what am I supposed to eat now? I said, well, the whole store's packed with food. There's food everywhere. Just get something else. But I usually eat the burritos. And that's exactly what this guy's doing. I understand extreme poverty. My local grocery store that probably costs, $300 to shop there on average. They just didn't have the bison steaks that I wanted. And I didn't know what to do. I had to ration the ones I had at home.
Yeah.
Just totally disconnected from reality and from the very people that give him money. I'm sure this person who's in poverty has probably given this guy money, and his response to his poverty is, well, I had to ration my steaks.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of what we talked about before, and also the kind of the chat too. I see Son of Mabel said self-consumed. Yeah, he definitely has narcissistic, I'd say more than tendencies. I'd say he is a narcissist for sure.
Without a doubt, you are right in the chat room. Self-consumed, or maybe self-unaware. You might be self-unaware.
I just can't picture this guy being that stupid. But then hearing the smoke detector call, I mean, he could be. He could be. But how does a guy that stupid get himself on a TV show, a national TV show, write like a couple books, make enough money of scamming people to buy a $1 million plus cabin? You can't be that dumb. Or maybe people are just that stupid.
You can't. I don't know if you could be that dumb, right? But I don't know. Maybe you can be. I don't know. Gaia TV, I don't have a beef with them, directly, but I know that Gaia TV pushes a lot of things that you could call spiritual new age, and there's an audience for that, of people who will pay anything for it. It doesn't matter what people, as long as you throw the word spiritual or crystal or DNA activation, and it doesn't matter how stupid you are, as long as you use those words, somebody's willing to pay for it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So maybe people are that stupid. I don't know, but I don't know how he got on 100 episodes of Ancient Aliens, though. Might have been because his scams were, the stuff that he was saying was relatively, it wasn't novel, but it was novel for enough people who had never heard it back in the early 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
When the internet was first a thing, and people like him, just like Corey Good, took from the internet, took from conspiracies, took from theories, took from new ageisms, and then they just like built an identity around it, and people who had never heard that stuff before found it compelling. They took things like, I see Flux in the chat says ascension. They took the idea of ascension and said that it's like they interpreted it as a physical thing, like you're physically going to ascend. But that's not what ascension means. Ascension just basically means that you've, like Buddha, you've realized that life has a purpose and a point, but life is really illusory. You are not a physical being. There is something animating the body. And when you realize that, the soul, then you are resurrected like Christ and you ascend to a new understanding of reality, and you stop finding interest in all the typical things that people find interest in. You're not as interested in sports, not as interested in video games. You're more interested in things that, are intellectual. That's what ascension. Ascension doesn't mean you start levitating and phase shift into the fourth dimension. But that's what these people interpreted it as. And it's like with the Bible, it's a lot of literal interpretations of things that are metaphors, and that creates cults of people that will kill each other and kill themselves and do other terrible things because they interpreted something in the incorrect way. I mean, that's my assessment of it anyway.
Yeah, that poor still shot looks like right after you get your mug shot taken, and then you look down at the ground in shame. That kind of looks like what's on screen right now.
My local grocery store could not afford inventory. I had to carefully ration. I love how he makes. Can you imagine sitting there and typing that slide? Severe constipation and ongoing insomnia
from stress. Like everybody out there in the chat, like everybody in the U.S. and all over the world, we don't go through every day with some type of stressor and stress. I don't feel compelled to make a slide about it and try to take money from people, though. I guess I'm the stupid one.
I've only had constipation like one time in my life. I eat a tremendous amount of fiber. And the last thing that I would want to do is to tell other people that I'm constipated, let alone put a slide on the internet for everybody to see.
Yeah, like I said, he's digging his own grave, I mean, shit, if you're constipated, take a tablespoon of olive oil. Clear you right up.
Eat some more fiber. See, that's the problem, because he's eating only bison steaks. He needs fiber. So
I mean, when I saw this slide, I was like, is he trying to get a laugh here? Is he trying to get pity that he's trying to be like he's a human being, that he gets constipation and he has insomnia from stress, like all you other humans? I mean, is this guy actually an alien?
Well, let's play the old, for me, it's a famous clip, the old clip about his veneers and about why he had to get veneers. I know that you recall this clip. I'm going to play it for you right now. Here it is.
So there's a whole bunch of settings that we have to do here in order to get it to work right. We didn't understand that, so it took a little time to get started.
Just having technical
but
problems
now we're
again.
Here, and everything is good. I also did not want to do this broadcast yet because I have temporary veneers on, and that means that my teeth are in the process of being overhauled. And so right now I have the cheap and fake looking veneers on before the good ones come. So before all the haters get started, I was thinking about not doing any camera work until this was fixed, but we are working on it anyway because of the timing of our launch and the delay of these veneers. Now you have to understand, if you take on the cabal like I do, it causes a lot of anxiety. And one of the things that actually happened when I went to the dentist was I found out that I had ground all the enamel off of my molars on both sides of my mouth, but particularly over here. And you could see that in the broadcasts because literally like the whole chewing surface on this side of my mouth was greatly worn down. Now, of course, that means there's going to be ridicule and so forth. But what we had to do ultimately is I had to get an overhaul where I get what's called onlay veneers so that I can restore the chewing surface in my mouth. And you have to do the whole mouth. So I don't want to strike a blow against the dental industry, but I will tell you that the process of getting the teeth prepared and getting these put on was 300% more painful than any other pain experience I've ever been through in my entire life.
Oh, geez.
And I have had one day of 9 hours in the chair, one day of 7 hours in the chair. I just had to go again yesterday. Hopefully sometime next week, I'm going to get the permanent ones on. It does make my voice lisp a little bit, but this is a very temporary situation. And the other ones will look a lot better, but
no, they won't.
we have
No.
to move forward. There's so much to talk about. We don't have time to delay.
All right, that is David Wilcock's veneers. The cabal made him so anxious that he chewed through his teeth. That's why he has fake teeth now. That's why he has veneers, which I think, the cost of those is outrageous for a single tooth. It's like thousands of dollars. So the amount of money that this guy paid for his teeth, but he has no money, and he needs you to.
Yeah, his donations paid for those teeth.
Yes, and he needs bison steaks.
Yeah.
I can't. I know that people hear this because I'm a listener of radio too. I know that if you don't have any context for this, I know that it sounds like some random guy on the internet, but you need to understand how influential this guy has been in ufology, like how influential this guy has been in the quote new age world community, whatever you want to call it. He's been incredibly influential, and he's taken a lot of money from a lot of people, and he's scammed a lot of people with his lies, and more are beginning to realize that's what they were. And it's only because that people like us have done these shows repeatedly to expose people like him that it's finally it's making a difference with even hardline supporters of his and other scams. It's important to understand it's not just David Wilcock. He's part of a network of people, whether he works with them or indirectly pushes the same narratives. I mean, I've interviewed one of those people, Michael Jaco. Nice guy. I met him and his wife at a conference. Old friend of mine, knows him very well, set me up with the interview. Michael Jaco was courteous. He was kind. He didn't have any issues with him. I even called him out on a few things on the show. He didn't get upset. But Michael Jaco is, for the most part, he's full of hot air. He tells a bunch of fictional stories and uses words like, like not ascension, but like words like ascension, just things that sound like what people want to hear. And there's a bunch of people like him. Billy Carson is another one. Billy Carson said that he needs money because I heard this with my own ears. He needs money to build an underground military base. And I heard that at Sedona when I saw him there. And Billy Carson's the guy that lied about the Emerald Tablets. He's the guy that got destroyed by an actual Bible scholar and then went to the guy's house who interviewed him in this Bible scholar. I know did you see that video where he goes to the guy's house in the middle of the night and is ringing the doorbell and demanding that he takes the video down or not publish it?
No, did not see that.
You didn't see that? Oh my God. We have to maybe do a Billy Carson show. Yeah, Billy Carson got destroyed by this Bible scholar, and he got so upset about it that he goes back to the interviewer's house and he demands that the video not be published, and then he threatens to sue the guy that interviewed him because he released a video that made Billy Carson look bad because he didn't know what he was talking about.
Yeah, I saw the Bible scholar interview with him, and he did get destroyed. It was pretty embarrassing.
Yeah. But my point is, Wilcock is part of a network of these con artists, the people that are on the lecture tour, the conference tour, and they all just kind of push and promote the same thing. And it's largely based on fantasy, science fiction, and it's a scam, and it needs to be exposed. That's the whole point. I'm trying to find the Billy Carson. Oh yeah, I found the footage of him going to somebody's house and in the middle of the night. I found that, and I also wanted to show you something else, Mike. I tried to send this to myself. I thought we could look at this series of messages really fast here. I might have to come back to it though. Oh yeah, it's not working. Hold on one second. I'm gonna send these messages to myself here, and then we'll look at those. Okay, so while I do that, let's listen to another David Wilcock clip, shall we? How about, got a whole bunch of them here. Extreme poverty. Oh, he's in danger. Did you hear the clip where he's in danger, Mike?
Probably, yeah. I watched the video a couple times.
Well, which video did you watch? Did you watch the Divine Beacon or the Insider Revelation?
His latest one that he posted on Sunday. I don't know what it's called.
That's the insider revelation.
Yeah.
Okay, let's listen to one of these, and I wanted to pull up something to talk with you about, and then we're going to get into the larger video.
So yeah, we've got good stuff here, and I'm happy to be alive. I'm happy to be on the air. You know, however much longer that is, we'll keep on going as best we can. You know, there's a lot of threats out there. The threat profile is very real. It's not a joke. This is hard work to do. It's not easy. So I'm trying my best, and I'm trying to be there with you guys.
He's being threatened for telling sci-fi stories on the internet.
The cabal's been threatening him for years. You'd think they would have got him by now. They really wanted to get him. Yeah.
You would think that would have happened.
He's in a remote cabin by himself. You think they couldn't easily get him? He leaves his door open to feed his turkeys. He lets rats come into his house. You don't think they could have got him years ago? Come on, David. That's not going to work.
If they, whoever they are, wanted to get him, they would have already taken his YouTube account down, like they took mine down.
Oh yeah, they would have went out to his cabin with local sheriffs and forced him to come outside and get into a gunfight and get shot and killed.
Bill Cooper?
That's a William Cooper reference.
It's
if you
Bill
don't know.
Cooper story.
Yeah.
Okay, 1 second, Mike. I think I've got this video of Billy Carson here. Yeah, we've got this Billy Carson video. Hold on. I think there's a video. Yeah. All right, let's watch this little Billy Carson video here. These are the kinds of people that David Wilcock spends time with, is associated with, the kinds of people that are con artists. Here's Billy Carson.
And you didn't like that you got exposed. And because you got exposed for knowing nothing about Christianity, you freaked out. You freaked out so much that you were knocking at my client's door at 2:30 a.m. in the morning.
Now I got to handle that situation.
With legal papers, acting like you have the power to enforce some type of you got served. You guys, this is the type of person that he is. Like, he does have a brain injury, so maybe there is something like literally wrong with him.
So yes, this is the door cam of him coming to the podcaster's house and threatening to sue him at 2:00 in the morning.
I'm gonna serve you, sucker.
Can you believe that? Yeah, but this guy it's all love, it's all light, it's all okay. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna sue you though. These guys love lawsuits.
You know, why did
David Wilcock, Billy Carson?
Yeah, he picked like the wrong time to go up to the guy's house, like 2 a.m. Who's in the right mind's gonna answer the door at 2 a.m.?
Well, see, yeah, and it might have been an intimidation factor. See, this is where Billy Carson knew how to play the race card again. So he goes to the guy's house at 2. You see a black guy at your door at 2:00 in the morning. It's probably pretty scary. You see anybody at your door at 2:00 in the morning, it'd be pretty scary, especially if they got legal papers. I'm going to sue you, as if the person suing you delivers the papers. Like if you ever get served, that there's companies that do that. Are you Mike D? Yes, you've been served. The person suing you doesn't bring the legal papers to the door. It's not how it works.
No, he printed them off a website and then signed them himself to go over.
He asked Jeeves, probably.
You should have thrown out the door. You should have thrown a bunch of Monopoly money. Here's for your papers. Here's 100,000 Monopoly dollars. Throw it at him. Get out of here.
It's unbelievable. All because he got absolutely obliterated in that interview. And I didn't agree with everything that the Bible scholar said, but like in regard to certain texts, the guy's dead right about those texts. And Billy Carson just genuinely had no idea what he was talking about. But yet he's an expert on the Bible. He's an expert on these ancient texts. He wrote a book on the Emerald Tablets, but he doesn't even know what they are because they're not. He called them like a series of texts. They're not. It's a single tablet, and there's like 10 lines on it. It's crazy.
He was distorting a lot of the facts, and the guy was just hammering him, and he couldn't really retort back. And he just got exposed there, you know.
Yes. So real quick, I want to be, and we're going to play all Wilcox stuff from here on out, but I wanted to show you something. It might be I might potentially be a slight waste of time, but I wanted to show you this because this is kind of how the followers of these people respond. So I know someone on Facebook. I'm just going to show you these screenshots who met Billy Carson, and they were all excited about it. And I asked them. I said, "You met a lying fraud," and they responded back and said, "Your perception of him is a reflection. What is it about, I don't know what he said, with the fractal mirror of Billy that pains you so deeply?" See that? And I said, well, I've listened to his videos, his interviews. He claimed he was building an underground base. He ran a fake auction scam in Florida. He claims to be an expert on ancient texts, got destroyed by a scholar to the point where he went to the person's house who interviewed him and threatened to sue him. I said, he's a lying piece of trash. And just the way that this guy responds, he says, "I'm glad I'm not you. I would never call another human a piece of trash. We are all on a human journey here. Did anyone claim perfection? I know I wouldn't." See, this is, I don't know what you can do to get people to support you, where you can lie to them and scam them and defraud them. And this is that new age love and light nonsense that people use to defend known con artists and known liars. It's really wild stuff, Mike.
Yeah.
Look at this one. "I just use my heart, bro. Not about talking points, just unconditional love." He's a liar.
So if Billy Carson smacks your mom in the face, you're gonna stand there and do nothing. Just let him just smack your mom around, because it's the righteous thing to do.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm according to this guy, I'm the one holding evil in my heart because I don't like Billy Carson.
Yeah, my mindset is on natural law, and if someone is a fraud, then you get to expose them because they're doing harm to others, and it has nothing to do with skeletons in the closet bullshit.
Last one here, the guy said, that I'm a hateful person, and I said, no, I don't have any pain inside of me. I just hate liars. And the guy said, "I reject hate," and I said, "But not lying frauds," and that pretty much, ended the conversation.
Yeah,
Reject hate.
Yeah, there's no retort from that. Oh, you got me, damn it!
Doesn't reject liars, though.
Can I cancel my $400 check to him?
All right, let's go back to some David Wilcock blocking.
Oh gosh! All right, folks. We're getting to the meat of the video here. So just relax. We'll fast forward if it gets a little too boring, but this is just entertainment right now. So this is kind of an entertainment show. We're not trying to get too deep. We're just trying to have some fun here at a fraud's expense. Ryan is drinking apple juice.
No. This is a homemade, what is this? Rooibos tea, Mike, not apple juice.
Oh, you got
no
yes.
sugar.
I was going to say urine, but I know you don't practice what David Wilcock preaches.
No, I pissed in the bath earlier, and after I bathed it, and I bottled it up. If you ingest it, you get extra superpowers.
Nice. Yeah,
okay,
so relax. I mean, listen, the people complaining about, well, we've done too many shows about David Wilcock. It could be a lot worse. You could have done a week of Bigfoot, just straight up a week of Bigfoot.
Yeah,
and be like, Ryan, we're so tired of this goddamn Bigfoot. Can't you talk about something else?
I think he's done too many shows scamming people. I should do more shows because I've only done 6 this year, or less than 6 this year.
Well, if he breaks down and the next one he cries on camera and admits he's a fraud, oh yeah, we're gonna cover it. It's gonna be a show.
Absolutely. The other thing is the people that had an issue with coverage, there were 2 people, and they weren't mean about it. They were very respectful about it. So I can respect that. Nobody was really upset, which is why I preface the show tonight. It's like there's so many different topics, and people listen for certain things and not for other things. And I just want the show to have a variety of different topics. No, we will not do a Sasquatch week. Sonam Ebel in the chat. No Sasquatch week, no Shark week. We could do a David Wilcock week, but that might be obsession. So let's step away from that. All right, let's listen to this one, a couple clips here, and then we'll go into the direct full video. This is some of his followers actually getting annoyed.
Joe Chapman says, what are we revealing now? I hope not another end of times or ascension. I got a bit tired of that. Well, no, we're going to be talking about insider testimony, talking about UFO truth and all these different things that really were, in many ways, how I got started here.
Look,
So-
he's not even, he's not conscious of what he's saying. He keeps looking at the monitor to see if he's getting he's looking at the
Chats are
chat.
coming in.
Yeah, he's seeing if he's getting super chats.
Well, even his followers now are well, clearly not giving him as much money, and clearly upset that his ascension stories have not come true. But I think there's something more. If you listen to this again, he says,
Joe Chapman says, what are we revealing now? I hope not another end of times or ascension. I got a bit tired of that.
another end of times, another ascension. Yeah, because all of his end of times prophecies and all of his ascension prophecies have been wrong. His recent one will be wrong in a couple of weeks. And then he says,
well, no, we're going to be talking about insider testimony.
Insider testimonies, if that's a new thing, that's also part of the whole old scam of prophecies and ascension mystery. It's he just rotates these things.
Man, I'm looking at now in my head I've got like Lemony Snicket's as what he's looking at.
Oh, the series of unfortunate events.
Yeah,
that's a good show name. I'm gonna not that, but a parody of that. David Wilcock and a series of unfortunate prophecies. That might be a new show.
that might be that might be the next one.
Nobody on the internet steal that. That's mine and Mike's. We're stamping that right now with the TST logo. All right, that's going to be that'll be the next show we do on Wilcock, on our obsession of David Wilcock, probably sometime in December. Got to do a Christmas show. All right, here we go. Let's get some other clips here, and then we'll go into that bigger video. And I want to thank Macario on X for having all of these posted because it makes my life so much easier. Macario has probably added about 6 months to a year of life to my lifespan because I don't have to sit and listen to this guy ramble for hours.
I did, Brian, and kind of was doing things at the same time, and because a lot of the stream, the first 18 minutes was like nothing, like talk about nothing. But then when it started getting into the super chats and some of the other things, it was just pure comedy. It was just pure comedy, and I had to watch.
We're going to get into it. 1 or 2 more clips here, and then we'll get into the actual video. Here's more money begging for money. Money me now.
Money now. Money.
So without our support, without your super chats, we really need those. Thank you very much. So
you're right, Mike. He's looking for the super chats.
So far, everybody's been doing great on that, and anybody else who wants to step up, I'm really happy if you do.
Hold on a second. I'm going to
sounded like a preacher there. And step up and put it in the collection plate. Come on, I know you got it in your pockets.
Here, let me pull this video up because half of this clip is him staring down for super chats. There we go.
We really need those. Thank you very much so far. Everybody's been doing great on that. And anybody else who wants to step up, I'm really happy if you do.
Staring for it. Looking at
DC
him.
Knowledge and Entertainment says, above all going on, I'm glad I can be here today. It's so much needed. I sit here in an old RV using my McDonald's Wi-Fi, sitting on my bed with my dog. I'm thankful to even have this. I guess he's got Wi-Fi for McDonald's. Okay, well.
Yeah.
Well, hey, well then, wow, that's very. I mean, that's again, like you said, that's kind of the people giving him money. This guy's, and he laughed like it's a joke. No, this guy's actually living in a car and can only get his Wi-Fi from McDonald's, and then he just kind of passes it off.
Yeah. I know what that's like. I used to go to Turkey Lake Road in Orlando and get Wi-Fi at McDonald's in my car. I know I used to be homeless. I used to get Wi-Fi from McDonald's, but I never gave this piece of shit money.
On my bed with my dog, I'm thankful to even have this.
You're totally right. Listen. There's like a sense of disdain there. Like, this loser living in his van at McDonald's.
I sit here in an old RV using.
Watch his face if you're watching the video. Listen to the laugh if you're listening to the audio.
My McDonald's Wi-Fi. Sitting on my bed with my dog, I'm thankful to even have this. I guess he's got Wi-Fi from McDonald's. Okay, well, good enough.
What a fucking loser.
Well, good
Send,
enough.
send money now. Send money now, you loser. That's what that
Yeah.
laugh said.
That's a pure narcissist. Again, doesn't care about any of the people out there. Just he's eye fishing for super chats. That's all he's doing. Is like looking at the screen.
He needs money, Mike.
And New Zealand Day, donate 100 New Zealand dollars to help with some groceries. Been following you since 1999. I knew you were right the first time I heard you. Thank you for decades of knowledge and entertainment. Love to all. That is awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, just put love in there. Love, light. Don't hold hate in your heart.
The only thing that was true there was the entertainment part.
Yeah, and the part we played earlier about the science fiction. How much is $100 New Zealand to US? $56. I don't know who sent that to him in New Zealand, but do you think that's going to buy a week of bison steaks, you loser?
Now I'm happy YouTube is taking 30% from him.
A little bit, right? Yes. Oh my God. Can someone send me $56? I'm not going to buy bison steaks though. I'm going to buy vegetables.
Yeah, go buy one of my sweatshirts and you'll have like a nice hoodie that's designed by Mike D. It's in the link description.
Yeah, you do have hoodies. I don't have any t-shirts or any of that stuff. I don't even take super chats.
Ryan, I think I can probably in the future do some t-shirt designs for you and then we can get them up somewhere.
If you can do that, that would be really cool. Yeah, I can show yours actually on the screen right now.
This is inspired mainly because of my dog and Dogman and crows and a mixture of some Christian elements and some pagan elements. So I've got a shirt for everybody out there. Whether you're a pagan, you're a Christian, you like animals, you like kind of, crows, got the symbolism there of the wolf.
Now, if you don't, I noticed that you didn't have the Star of David.
No, sorry. No, none of that stuff in there.
I mean, that was going to push me over the edge to buy a couple, but if you don't have that on there, I'm not going to support an anti-Semite.
I have one for myself and people I go places and stores. Actually, a cop pulled beside me. I thought I was going to get arrested, but he's like, "Hey, nice shirt." I was like, "Oh, cool." He's like, "Where'd you get it?" I was like, "I designed it." He's like, "Oh, cool. Where can I get it?" And I didn't even know like the link or anything. I just said, you can probably find it on Redbubble, but finding it without the link is nearly impossible. So
we got a link in the video. People would like to check out your sweater. Looking at the chat room here, I haven't mentioned anybody in the chat. We have a bunch of listeners in the chat, more people coming in. Say about a third of what we normally have. This is a random Tuesday show. It's nice that people are at least showing up a little bit, and then YouTube doesn't send out notifications either. Sonam Ebel said a Dogman week.
Hey, I actually like that.
Dogman week. That would be.
I don't know if I could do a week of Dogman, but we probably could.
A lot of Dogman.
Yeah, it's very hard to get, like we said before, legitimate Dogman stuff. We could do a week of fraud Dogman.
There's a bunch of that.
Yeah.
Clay Davis is in the chat. Hello, Clay. PT Flux. Deborah is here. I have to go back through this whole list again. Noka is here. A lot of listeners in the chat. Thank you so much for joining us. Let's look at the large video now. Cheryl just joined us as well. Brandon is here, who did get the notification. That's nice. Patriot Girl is here. Hello, Patriot Girl. She says hello to you, Mike.
Yo.
So does Cheryl. All right. And it looks like, is that Fran Coy? Nada is in the chat. Bunch of listeners. Thank you for joining us tonight in the chat. If you enjoy the secret teachings, of course, you can click on the links below, listen to the full audio archive Monday through Friday. This is not our main show on YouTube, X, or Facebook. This is a friendly, kind treat that I give you as an audience who supports us by grabbing a copy of a book, by listening to the free archive, by subscribing to the ad-free archive, tstradio.info. You can also see it at the bottom of your screen. If you can't see the screen because you're listening, then you can simply go to the link below in whatever audio platform you're listening on. Evan Kelly just joined us, it looks like, in the chat as well, exploring or enjoying, rather, all the David Wilcox specials. Philip Vance is here from Kentucky. Hello and welcome to the show. Patriot Girl says, listening to Ryan and Mike while cooking is my secret ingredient. Well, you got to watch out, Patriot Girl, because if you're cooking, as Mike D, we know, you could potentially obtain the powers to communicate with other dimensional entities. This is how everybody's done it. This is how Jay-Z Knight did it. This is how that creepy guy from EastSETI did it. This is how Jordan Sather did it. They were all, and this is how David Wilcock did it. They were all in the kitchen making a variety of pastas and cakes and smoothies. And then angels or rainbows came to them and gave them powers. So you never know what kind of powers you might get when you're in there baking or making dinner, sauteing something up. All right, Mike, let's get to those large videos. We have Insider Revelations. Is that the one we're going to play?
Yes.
All right, Insider Revelations. Now this, because Wilcock is terrified of having people comment on his nonsense, we're going to put up the fair use banner at the bottom of the screen. We are going to not play the entire video. We're going to play pieces and segments of it and comment on it and over top of it. And I will cut between the video and the picture of tonight's show, the promo. So don't take it down. And if you do take it down, if Wilcock does get it taken down, he's gotten some accounts on X. Literally, he got accounts on X suspended. I'm getting notifications about Macario on X simply because he shares Wilcock's videos. I don't know if Macario even knows this. I assume that they do. The Macario X account has actually been flagged, and I'm getting notifications when I try to find it that the account is under investigation or for suspension because they're sharing clips of what Wilcock said. I thought he wanted people to hear his message.
Yeah, I mean, first off, this is fair use. We're commenting on something for educational purposes and entertainment, and we're breaking up the video into, a couple minutes here, a couple minutes there, exactly. So this is fair use. There's nothing he can do about it.
No, if they do get it taken down, we'll put it right back up. Don't worry. Let's go ahead and start some of this video. So you said I got 12 minutes and 49. I looked at the timestamp, 12 minutes and 49 seconds into it. That's as far as I got. And there was enough commentary in that 12 minutes. I was actually, funny enough, I was making dinner last night when I listened to about 12 minutes of this. And as I was listening, I was home. There's nobody else home, just me making dinner. And I've got this playing in the background. And I'm doing like commentary on it as if I was on the radio. And I thought I got to just save this for the show because I don't want to burn myself out on it. Have to do the presentation twice, one to myself, two to an audience. You listened to most of it though, right?
Yeah, I did. And I should have took timestamps, but I didn't do it because the whole video almost is kind of an entertainment slot piece. There's a part, I think, in the middle where we can just fast forward a couple minutes. But I mean, if you just watch it for what it is, I mean, it's pure entertainment all throughout. Yeah.
Yes, it is. All right. One other quick thing. PT in the chat said the Neelys, that couple on L&M radio that claimed they were doctors, became doctors by cooking while listening to TST radio. True story. Is that true? They said they were listening to my show and then they became. Wouldn't surprise me. Those people were trash. All right, let's get to the video here. Maybe if I zoom in over his face, just to the video. Okay, here we go. Insider Revelations, Part 1. Here we go. He's putting his makeup on. I don't know if you saw that video.
All right, everybody. Can you hear me? Can you see me? How are we doing? This is David Wilcock. It is great to be back with you today. And things look good. I am very, very happy to be here. And this again is Insider Revelations, Part 1. There I am in all my glory. Ready for you. I showed up with my bells on, my whistles in place, all the bells and whistles you could ever want. Coming in fast. David Wilcock live on YouTube. That is right. Wow, Richard Whitney has already donated $222.
49 seconds in, this was the first thing that got my attention while I was making dinner last night. 49 seconds. I put it on. I went into the kitchen, washed some vegetables. I didn't even get done turning the water off yet, and someone had already donated hundreds of dollars to this clown.
Says, thank
200 and something dollars.
you, David, for all you do. He says, I know it sounds so repetitive, but genuine. May peace, love, and light be unto you and us all. Namaste.
There you go. Use those words again. Love, light, peace, namaste. Here's $200.
Yeah, he's already eye fishing the screen for super chats.
Is that how it works in the chat room? Is that really, like, if I just sat here and be like, Mike, look, it's just, you shouldn't make fun of this guy. You know, what have you've done things in your life that are wrong. You've probably, been incorrect about something. You might have lied when you were a kid. It's just love him and just, project light and give me money. And then people give me, is that how it works? Can people give me money for just saying dumb stuff?
They can, and they
what you're
do.
supposed to do? I guess that's the trick of it all. Love light, love light, love light, love light. Let me check my.
He's so happy because he's in joy right now because he got $333 right off the bat or whatever it was.
It was a little over 200. So at that rate, this guy is making, what is it? 2 times 6, that's 12. This guy's making about 12 grand a minute. An average right now. Is it 12 grand? I do that math right?
All right. Thank you, Richard Whitney. That is indeed very generous. And I'm very happy to be here.
Look, fixing his hair.
Look at that hairdo, Mike.
I'm telling you, dude. Orso 1. We got the description. It was straw-like hair. And that's what I'm seeing, right? He could possibly be the Orso 2.
Someone had messaged me on YouTube and said that was from Star Trek, I think they said.
The name, someone said that name came from Star, something like that. I didn't research that though, but
well, you didn't make up the story. Someone else said you were just telling the story.
Yeah.
Yes,
it was a good story for an alien abduction.
Oh, look, Flux in the chat said $100 coming your way. Which is love and light to you, Flux. God bless, love and light.
Oh my gosh, yeah, let's shout him out. Can you do an explosion of some sort on screen or something?
Explosion? I don't have any explosions. I've got sound clips and stuff here I could play, but no explosions.
Oh, sorry, I'm getting confused with TikTok.
Yeah, I don't do that. Whatever.
Make it like a giant king crown on your head.
Huh. Let's see. Do I have anything in my little system here? I've got a bunch of David Wilcock.
Raise the cash, or some bullshit like that other guy does when he gets a super chat.
I've got that. No, I don't think I have anything.
Sorry, folks, but hey, I see it. Thank you. We'll give you a shout out, Flux.
$100? Are you kidding me? I need more than that,
man. Come on, man.
More than $100, Flux. What the fuck is that?
Maybe we should ridicule people for whatever the amount is.
Come on, man.
That's are you cheap bastard? $100? You don't have 200, so we could split it 100 each. What is wrong with you?
I can't buy anything with $100. Come on.
Come on, Flux. You cheap bastard.
Alrighty. Just joking about that, I'm sure. Did you hear Ryan Gable making fun of his audience? What an asshole. Someone actually thought we cleared it up, but someone actually thought that what we said on Friday's show, Mike, was what we believed. When we were playing Wilcock, people thought that we, you and me specifically, were claiming that the National Guard has never been on the island of Guam. And this person was messaging me to tell me that I was wrong, that of course the National Guard has been on the island of Guam before.
Of course, the U.S. military has been on the island of Guam since World War II.
I didn't say that. Wilcock said that. We cleared it up, though. We cleaned it up, though.
Yeah, come on, people. We know a little bit about history, geography.
Yeah, Philip Vince says, speak some dumb words on social media and it gets comments. It does. And saying something intelligent or showing people proof doesn't. It's engineered to be that way. Noka says, I give TST money because Ryan doesn't say stupid shit. Speaking of, I have to re-up my yearly subscription.
There you go.
That's not the right clip. Hold on.
Come on, man.
You get 2 subscriptions, Noka, not 1.
Come on, man.
All right, let's go back to Wilcock.
Is going well. You know, we've got a lot of good things going on. You guys say I'm looking good in the image. I was your 300th like. Funny how I always wake up in the wee hours just in time for the show. It's 4 a.m. here in Japan.
Oh, yeah,
Woohoo!
that one. There's a listener of his who speaks English who lives over here. And I got to find that person.
You got to knock on that person's door at 2 a.m. and serve them papers.
I got to find that person. It'd probably be pretty easy to find. They're probably, I mean, if they speak English, they're probably a foreigner that lives over here like I am. They're probably American. They probably look like someone who goes to a UFO conference. I can't, what does this person say in the chat? Tough to look at him. I can't look at him and be vain. What does that mean? Tough to look.
No, it's tough to look
like him and be vain.
Yeah, and be vain. But he does. A narcissist is. They don't see that.
No, not at all.
I mean, you'll see this video if we play at all. This guy like fixes his hair like 20 times throughout the video. It's weird. He keeps like patting his sides of his hair down. It's like, what are you doing, dude? Yeah, it's like. Do you even call that hair? Is that plugs? Is it straw? Is it horse hair? I don't know what the hell is going on with that. The guy's an alien. That's all I know.
Philip Vince said, did Ryan get a super chat? No. Anything under $500, I don't consider a super chat. It's just a chat. All right.
He turned the super chats off. You got to give at least $1,000, then he'll turn the super chats on. Super chats are off right now. You give $1,000, we'll turn them on.
That's right. This is some high quality content here. We don't just do super chats for $1.
Come on, man.
Flux, where are you at in the chat again? Flux, $100?
How dare you?
Come on. All right, let's go back to Wilco.
How dare you?
Excellent Sunday with David. Nanasani says, I look very skinny. I hope you are okay. Well, I am doing fine. You know, the skinniness is part of the package, man. It's part of what you got when you got David Wilcock. Right as I was coming
That's
in.
because he's starving because this grocery store ran out of steaks.
He refuses to eat any other food except bison steaks.
I had this whole thing happen where I scrolled out on the window, but I was able to Command Plus and get into the right size so I can read your comments. But
that's great. We care.
Out of the same thing.
It's always technical problems with this guy. That keeps up. That's like half of his show is technical problems.
Well, and as I think Macario pointed this out on one of the clips that they posted, and if not, I thought the exact same thing. And when I watched one of his videos, like, how can this guy, which we've covered mentioned the tech problems, joked about the tech problems for like a decade. How can a guy who does not know how to get his stream working or his internet working or change his smoke detector batteries without the fire department coming, literally, how can that guy be working at an advanced aerospace company preparing to make starships?
Yeah.
He doesn't even know how to replace double A's.
Yeah. No way.
It's unbelievable. It's not believable. It's not unbelievable. It's not believable.
Joe Chapman says, what are we revealing now? I hope not another end of times or ascension. I got a bit tired of that. Well,
only 2 minutes in. People are upset. That's good.
See, he thought that was it's such a narcissist that he thinks every comment is going to be good. So he just read that. He was like, oh, shit, I can't stop reading this now. Let me, what is this?
Let's see here.
No, we're going to be talking about insider testimony.
Yeah, insider
talking
testimony.
About UFO truth and all these different things that really were, in many ways, how I got started here. We had 3 of our moderators show up at the same time. Sunny Skies, Scarlet Fire, Beverly Adams. She says, I'm in a cabin in the deep woods. My connection might be sketchy. Your windshield is bigger than your rearview mirror for a reason, says Scarlet Fire. All right. So, yeah, it's great to be here today. Thank you guys for participating. Thank you guys.
Do you think he tried to stop the video at 3 hours and 33 minutes exactly? he's got the 333 on the video there.
Yeah. Oh, he loves those 333 super chats. So who knows? Probably.
A lot of threes.
I don't even know what he's fucking talking about.
He's talking about moving forward. The windshield's bigger. The rearview mirror is smaller.
Okay.
He's got to move forward from.
I thought I was talking about his forehead or something being huge.
Mm-hmm. Well, his forehead is larger than the bald spot on the back of his head. That's, I think, what it meant.
Come on, guys. No physical attacks. For frauds, you're open game.
Absolutely.
Look at his face.
Okay, people have some funny requests that they want to have. No, we're not going to say that.
I wonder what that was. I think it was a diss of some sorts.
Absolutely, it was. He caught himself. He didn't read it.
Yeah.
Well, because people have been getting him. I think what's happening there is people have been getting him to say certain things, like for their podcasts or for their channels. They'll throw it into a comment so that when he says it, then they can just pull that out.
Ah.
And then they get I want to do that personally. Like, get him to say, I'm David Wilcock, and then get him to say the secret teachings.
Yeah.
So can someone do that for me who actually has the patience to sit through one of his live streams? Just get him to say listening and get him to say the secret teachings, and I'll edit it together. That would be great. That's a Christmas gift for me. If you're thinking about getting me a gift, just get me a clip of David Wilcock saying the secret teachings.
Hello, great people. Greetings from the Canary Islands. Can we be done with the show now? Well, I don't know why you'd want to show up if you want the show to be over.
That was probably the best comment ever.
How dare you?
How dare you?
Oh, man. Oh, there! I've got that one. Got that sound clip.
I should be in schools right now. I should be in the schools.
I got to hear that one again. Hold on a second.
So yeah, it's great to be here today. Thank you guys for participating. Thank you guys for being a part of this. Okay, people have some funny requests that they want to have. No, we're not going to say that. Hello, great people. Greetings from the Canary Islands. Can we be done with the show now? Well, I don't know why you'd want to show up if you just want the show to be over. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But no, we got a good show for you guys.
Now, you notice also that in that particular case, people have noticed that if they just type something random, he won't read it. So now people are typing something like, hello from, certain island or a certain state. Hello from Tennessee. It's good to see you, David.
Yeah.
Why are your prophecies all wrong? So once he's in the middle of reading it, he can't really stop. He'll read the whole thing. And that's what people are figuring out.
Well, he saw the Canary Islands. He's like, oh yeah, I've got a listener from the Canary Islands. I'm going to read this.
Maybe they'll donate some money.
And it probably was like broken English. It was like, can the shows be over now, please, sir?
I think maybe he was thinking of all the money they hide in the Cayman Islands.
Yeah, probably. That's where his brain was.
We are going to be talking about in this episode our cosmic history as it relates to UFOs, ETs.
Oh, just like Laura Eisenhower, she was a cosmic historian. Remember that?
Yes, I think they have degrees out there you can get online for being a cosmic historian.
Cosmic historian. I told her on Facebook.
$300.
Yes. I told her on Facebook I'm still waiting for the electric war proof.
Yeah. We got to know how that war ended. Did the Saudis won? The Saudis won? Did they beat the electrolytes? I don't know.
I'm still waiting to find out. I asked her at a conference, but she was not sure. Was unsure of how the electric war started. I guess I just go watch Rick and Morty. They'll probably.
I could see that lady like if you see her at somewhere in the future, attacking you with like an umbrella or a cane or something. She's got that psycho eyes.
Yeah, she does, doesn't she? Well, that's the alcohol. That's really what that is.
Anyway,
let me tell you something about Laura Eisenhower. That woman gets so drunk at conferences, she will claw onto anybody with testicles. Let's put it that way. It's actually really sad and depressing to watch that go down. Here's my comment on Laura Eisenhower's Facebook. You see it there.
Well, yeah, but can you read? I can't tell there.
Still waiting for proof of the electric wars.
Yeah. Did she comment or she
No.
blocked you? Immediately blocked.
I think she blocked me because David Wilcock also blocked me on X a long time ago. A lot of these people did.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure I'm blocked on. Yeah, I can't. David Wilcock doesn't even come up anymore for me on X. Maybe this is the one. Yeah, I think this one. Anyway, yeah. I think she blocked me.
That's shameful.
It's shameful. It's totally shameful. I wouldn't block you, Laura Eisenhower. I know your name's Bradshaw, and you're using the Eisenhower name for credit.
Vacapalo just donated and says, "Good day to you all. That's a nice shirt color." We've already got Ross Feinstein working moderation. Thank you.
He's got a Feinstein working moderation.
I think the Feinstein says something negative about the show, and then he has to get a new moderator, if I'm not mistaken. So,
do you know the timestamp?
No, I don't. Well, maybe we'll find it. I don't know if we keep going.
That's okay. A pound in the chat said, yes, Laura Eisenhower explained to me the Aquafarians destroyed the blue alien chickens with the help of the Dasanians. You are correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
That's right. Forgot about that.
Yes.
The Fijians.
The Fijians one, says Flux.
Yeah, they're a powerful group. They got a lot of shelf space.
Yeah, they do. They do. All right.
Very much. Another beautiful day in Southern Colorado, and we're already up to 1,405 viewers.
Oh.
So yes, life is good. Everything is great. I'm having a great day. I'm glad to be here with you.
Only depressed people say that.
Yeah, it's like when fat women are like, you can be beautiful at any size. Only fat women say that. Or whores that will say, body count doesn't matter.
Yeah, when you constantly say, I'm doing great, life is great, I'm fantastic, that means the total opposite, and things are looking really bad right now for David Wilcock.
What are those T-shirts called? Life is good. There's Life is Good T-shirts.
Yeah. Should send him one, see if he wears it.
Yeah, that reminds me of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, where they had Bill Ponderosa and that he's about to kill himself. He was wearing that Life is Good T-shirt.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, even that staring, even like looking at the camera, he's not the same David Wilcock. He looks depressed and tired, and it looks sad. Even when he says life is good. Look, I mean, if everyone's watching now, video-wise, and you're watching, I mean, look at the guy. You think life is good right now for him? I don't think so.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. I think maybe I think that I was that episode of Sunny where I think they get him he's like, life is so great, life's amazing. It was like, well, what's going on? He's like, well, I'm going to drink myself to death. All right, Let's go back to Wilcock.
Let's talk about what's really going on in the universe, because, we're seeing all these interesting things coalescing at the same time. And disclosure is happening. Disclosure is a real thing. And it's really kind of taken off.
Got to take a break and look down. See that any money coming in or what?
And disclosure, nothing has happened with disclosure. In fact, the federal government is operating under the same 1950s policy of infiltrating UFO groups and feeding people false information that can be easily discredited. It's the same policy from 75 years ago.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So I'm really excited. Greetings from Amsterdam. Somebody says, I want snow, says Mrs. Smith. I don't know about that. I'm really glad that we haven't had any snow. And hit the like button. That's right. We're already up to 1,568 viewers. I was able to get my normal connection speed going, so everything is good today.
Oh, there he goes. Internet problems.
Yes, the Archangel Michael is very good.
Looking forward to this all week, says Doreen Clark. Always have a good stream on our end.
Boring week. It's a boring week here.
Somebody go visit Doreen. Take her out to lunch, dinner, or something, please. Take her to a movie.
Need to take up a collection for Doreen. But again, that's like the guy at McDonald's in his RV with his dog getting Wi-Fi, in the parking lot. That's who gives this guy money. This guy's like, I could get a cheeseburger or I could donate $5 for Ascension. That's the kind of people that give him money. Doreen, she could give her grandson $20 for Christmas, or Wilcock $20 for Ascension.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Really scraping the bottom of the internet barrel there.
life is very good, and we're excited about the fact that disclosure is happening. This is not a joke, man. The powers that were are on the run, and they do not have the control that they would like to have over the narrative. So they are trying to steer the narrative in their favor. And I do believe that what we are seeing is a massive consciousness awakening taking place on the whole planet.
Nope.
Where everybody is getting to see themselves and
the
see
camera switch.
Got to shift that camera angle. Elizabeth isn't around to yell out anymore, so he's got it all automated now.
Yeah. That face there looks like someone who is very sad.
Yeah,
I've been
it looks like a
face.
depressed alcoholic.
Yeah.
mirror reflection of things about ourselves, and truths that have been hidden for a very long time are coming to light. This is super exciting.
Yeah, like the fact that you've been lying to people and Corey Good is in bankruptcy again, and that truth is coming to light.
5 minutes, he said absolutely nothing. Nothing.
But he's made over $200.
Yeah.
We have never been alone. We have never been alone in the universe. We have never been alone in the cosmos. We are part of a living universe.
Now, I have a theory.
Intelligent life everywhere.
I have a theory. He is switching back to the UFO stuff, right? He went Archangel Michael, Ascension, prophecies, etc., right? And now he's going back to UFOs. And I'm thinking that part of the reason that he's doing this is because he is alone in this cabin.
Yes.
And so he's having to convince himself we live in a universe that's populated by life. We're all connected to each other. We're not really alone. It's actually really depressing because I think the psychology and the psychosis of this guy is that he is extremely depressed. His life has completely fallen apart, largely because he hinged himself to Corey Good. All the lawsuits, all the money that was lost in Stavati Aerospace, part of the reason his wife left him. Like all of this stuff is
allegedly.
I'm pretty sure that's the reason why, but yes, allegedly. This is all like really kind of depressing. But then again, he ripped so many people off and scammed so many people. Fuck him. It's what you deserve. That's called karma. He preaches about karma, right? That's karma. Namaste.
Philip Vance, solar panel forehead. I agree. He could probably power a lot of homes out there with that forehead.
Someone said that in the chat.
So yeah, Philip Vance said solar power forehead. And then people are saying Don Knotts. He looks like Don Knotts. Don Knotts' son. No wonder he can't sleep at night. I like it. I'm gonna be like Emperor Palpatine right now. Yes, chat. Use the dark side. Give in to the hate of for David Wilcock.
That's right. Feel the power.
Life, not just the kind of thing where the intelligent life shows up.
He got a beep there. He suddenly had to turn the camera angle. Did I get a super chat?
That was a fast turn.
Going.
He turned so fast he didn't even do the camera angle yet.
To a very snowy Tokyo this winter. I'm sure somebody says, smash the like button. Says
okay, so we know this idiot in Japan is in Tokyo, so it narrows it down a little bit.
Yeah.
Ross Feinstein. That is right. Thank you very much for the super chat donations. Let's see if we had anything else come in. Oh, we did. Charlie Winter. She said, "Happy Sunday, everyone. Great to see you, David. Looks like you're staying in Colorado for the winter. Stay safe and warm." Absolutely. So
yeah, you know why he's staying in Colorado? Because he overpriced his mansion by $1 million+ to pay off his IRS bill, and no one bought it. That's why he has to stay in Colorado. If he would have priced his house at a normal price, paid off his debt, done with the house, he would be free of all the stress, and his hair would grow back and his teeth would grow back. But he decided to try to rip the IRS off publicly and rip off some poor family probably on top of that to sell them a house full of rats, a house full of mice and filth at $1 million+ over value. You get what you deserve. I believe in karma. This guy is a poster child for karma. You know, there's like those those old drug commercials, like this is your brain on drugs.
Yes.
This is what you look like when you do really bad stuff to people and then karma bites you in the ass. You start to look like this right here on the screen. This is you on karma.
So, yes, we do need those donations, so please keep them coming.
Yeah, he needs those. That's the whole point. Is not of his live. It's not to give you any type of credible information or knowledge. It's just so he can get his super chats. Okay, smash that like button, folks, and send those donations, super chats.
That is right. That is right.
I mean, look at it. He's glued to that screen. He's looking for those super chats.
Well, normally you'll hear a click, and then as he clicks it, he'll turn to the new camera. But a moment ago, as soon as that super chat, ding, he didn't even switch the camera. He went right to the super chat. Camera's still in the wrong position.
Yeah, exactly.
I think someone asked who did his hair. I think the rats probably did his hair. Probably chewed away at it.
Yeah, the barber of Seville or somebody.
That's probably what happened to his hair. It's not really stress. The rats are ripping it out for nests.
You're using it as straw. Yeah, it's like straw for the rats.
Very, very good when you can do that for us. We really do appreciate that. And
it's just you that's collected the super chat.
Yeah. I don't think he's even paying the moderator, so it's definitely just him. Well, by we, I think he means the IRS.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
The show on the air. So I'm happy.
I want to drink myself to death, Mike.
I'm happy. Pass the heroin syringe.
I wonder if I have that video up. I wonder if I can find that exact clip in here.
My gosh, this guy, this is not looking good, folks. I mean, it's not looking good for this guy. He's definitely not happy. That's number one.
I like a good healthy nail. I love one.
Another ferry that ran into the power plant. Copycat areas, right?
No, there are black and white areas in life, Bill, and that's a black area.
Yeah, look,
maybe this is not the right clip. I wanted to find that one where he's like, I'm just going to drink myself to death.
About UFOs, ETs. It's been kind of a fringe subject. That is all changing now. Everything is turned around, and it's becoming a much, much bigger story than it ever was before. That is super exciting for all of us because, honest to God, we deserve the truth. We are tired of not hearing from the authorities about what's really going on. We're tired of the lies. We're tired of the cover-ups. And so, yes.
That is the first thing he said. That is true. We are tired of the lies. We are tired of the cover-ups of him and Billy Carson and Corey Good and all of these other con artist frauds on the internet and on the lecture circuit. We're tired of the lies. I'm tired of the lies of Louis Elizondo. I'm tired of the lies of all these people. Stephen Greer. I'm tired of all these lies. That is accurate, though, wouldn't you say, Mike?
Yeah, I think this is like a self-confession.
Maybe a little bit,
His inner conscious is coming out saying he's tired of the lies that he's been telling people. That's just what it feels like to me. Oh.
Joe Ryder says, why are we the bullies? Look at what he did to Ryan. Well, I thought you meant look at what he did in general, but yeah, what he did to me, what he's done to a lot of other people too.
I'm definitely very interested in what's happening. Vacapalo, thank you for the donation.
We're
reaching critical mass number. We are one.
Yeah, we're one. There it is again.
Says,
you notice that almost everybody who's donated says something like that. We are one. Namaste. Love and light. We're all connected. We're all part of the universal crystal. Every single one of them says the same thing. Those are the kinds of people that are donating. We got to get those people in our chat.
Dear people, raise your vibrational frequency and repeat this often. I am the light. I am the love. I am the truth. I am.
I am gay.
There it is. There it is. That's a great line there. I am. And then we can edit anything else he said right into that.
Make this coded mantra your routine. It's critical and raise your vibration now. Will you talk about Dolores Cannon at some point, says Maria Davis. I guess we could. Dolores Cannon hypnotized people and brought them into a trance state and got some very interesting results out of that. She wrote a number of books.
Hold on.
Itchy.
What's that?
Itchy here.
Yes.
quite amazing.
Oh, that's the rodent.
In their own right.
No, let me tell you something about Dolores Cannon, okay? Is that who he said, Dolores Cannon?
Yes. I think
name?
she's dead. Is she dead?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Dolores Cannon is the one. Let me double check so I have this right. I'm pretty sure Dolores Cannon is the one who wrote a whole bunch of books, and she wrote one on reincarnation, I believe. And because I don't want to say the guy's name, but he's an author. I know the guy who had his books published with the same company she did, and I know that he wrote a book on reincarnation. It was a good book, one of those rare contemporary books that use old source material that's actually good. I went to the guy's house, so I saw his library of original, like his book collection, where he pulled all of his references from.
Nice.
It was a good book. He was a good author. He was an engineer before, so he had an engineer's mind, and that's how he assessed all those texts. And he told me that I'm pretty sure it's the same Dolores Cannon, that she threatened to pull her work from the publisher because the publisher published his book on reincarnation, and because his was sourced with material that was factually, you could check it, he was threatened by that. And so she threatened the company that she would pull all of her material if they published his book. That's who that woman is. Another piece of shit.
Yeah,
Just
that makes sense. Totally makes sense.
So yeah,
if that's the right woman. I don't think there's two of those women, so I'm pretty sure it's the same one.
We've got good stuff here, and I'm happy to be alive. I'm happy to be on the air. However much longer that is, we'll keep on going as best we can.
What does that?
There's a lot of threats out there. The threat
It means that he's going to try not to kill himself after the broadcast, I think.
profile is very real. It's not a joke. This is hard work to do. It's not even.
Now remember, when he says the threat profile, what he's saying is people that ask him questions in the chat room. When he says threat program or the threats, he talks about like when you watch his program and you question what he's saying. Like he called me a terrorist for asking Jordan Sather a question at a conference. So that's what he means by threat. So we got to define what that word means. When other people hear threat, they assume like he's going to be the next Charlie Kirk. He's going to be the next Donald Trump. No, he means people that say things to him on the internet. That's what he means by threat.
Easy. So I'm trying my best, and I'm trying to be there with you guys. Can you bring back the light body and Padmasambhava? Well, that's not really what we're going to be doing today, but we keep the focus on the positivity. We keep the focus on the love.
Oh yeah.
And so yes, ETs have been
keeping them
here
the love,
long.
keeping them the positive. Don't say anything negative like all of your prophecies have been
We
wrong.
are going to get into again our cosmic history. I want to thank you all so much for showing up today. You are amazing. We really appreciate you, and I appreciate your presence here with me.
Now, who does that appeal to? It appeals to the old woman who's been waiting all week for his broadcast. It appeals to the guy living in his van or his RV with his dog at McDonald's. That makes those people feel good because they don't have family, don't have friends, don't have, a husband or wife, or those people passed away. It's really sad. That's who this slide is for, though.
Yeah, and that's a slap in the face because he knows what he's doing with that slide. He doesn't really, and he doesn't. And the thing is, he doesn't mean it either. He doesn't mean it. He doesn't care. He doesn't care that you're here. He only cares about his super chats and getting money. It's what it is with this guy.
I'm in poverty. I totally understand that, buddy. I mean, they just didn't have my bison steaks.
Now get out of here.
Sorry if I was too chatty in the chat room last time with all the comments, but it is kind of addictive to get to interact with you guys. And
look for those super chats.
Anna Nishida says, I was trying to explain to my ex what's going on. He's so against the truth. It was his birthday. I decided to keep quiet. LOL.
What?
Oh, somebody in the chat was probably trying to show their boyfriend that David Wilcock was making these videos, and her boyfriend said, that guy's a piece of trash. Don't listen to him. He's an idiot. And she she decided for his birthday she wouldn't bring it up again, basically, is what that was. Really sad.
So anyway,
Where are
ready
those
for
super
so
chats?
much more. We're ready for the truth to come in.
He just read one that said, "Did he take a piss bath this morning?" And then he just said he's glad he didn't read that one. He kind of looked back up the screen.
Yeah, before he could just look at any of them and pull a random one out, but now he's having to go and read each one because so many of them are bad, or they're like half good, half bad, to get him to say it.
Yeah.
He's getting into some territory here where the whole thing's just imploding.
A lot more information than what we already have. There's family out there. There's cosmic galactic family.
Oh yeah, the blue
never
chickens.
lost track with. We just simply
Yes.
temporarily they've been outside of the spotlight.
I think that this is a metaphor for his wife too, because he said he didn't lose full contact with her. They've been in contact now that they've been divorced, and she's in Sedona. It kind of gives me that impression, he's alone. He's like, we're not alone in the universe. We're surrounded by people, and we're in. These things are out there. We're talking to them. We're still in contact. It's a metaphor for his wife, is what I think. That's my assessment of it. Let me go back and play that. Listen
Have
to
never
this.
lost track with. We just simply temporarily they've been outside of the spotlight.
Yes,
Elizabeth,
they're in Sedona.
that's for you, Elizabeth.
They kind of pulled back for the good of humanity. The mission of Christ is very important to them. The mission of Jesus to bring out this pathway to salvation.
Throw a little Jesus in
pathway
there.
to redemption, and the idea that you can, in fact, be spiritually lifted
Something happened.
to a higher level
Camera change.
through forgiveness, through compassion,
work.
love. That is the Christ message. I believe it resonates consistently through all religions.
All right. Well, just admit that you lied, and then we'll love you, and we'll move on.
He will forgive you like Jesus would do. Just
Yeah.
just tell the truth.
I might flip over your table, but
And it's very, very good. So Nina Bravo just donated $10. Thank you very much. Jenny Blankfeld said, no apologies, David. It's hard being alone. We are your family. If you don't interact in your chat, people complain about that too. We are here for you. Be you. We love you. Thank you very, very much. So
all people on welfare.
yeah, we're good. And somebody said over 2,000 people are watching, but only 208 likes. So please hit the like button.
Come on, people. Would you like and subscribe?
So 2,000 people are watching, 208 people liked it. That means that there's, what is around 1,800 people, 1,700 and 82 people that are just watching to make fun of him, probably.
I'm not going to give you any more cosmic truths, damn it.
We need money now.
That's right. Shannon Collins said, I would love to meet our ET friends.
Well,
So
look in your closet.
A lot of that is like these older women who just want to get fucked by a Palladian guy, is what that is.
when you start to live this authentic life, when you start to follow these ancient spiritual teachings,
what's this? Oh,
forgiveness,
camera change.
compassion and love, lo and behold, all these cool things start to happen. Your life becomes expansive. Your life becomes more alive. And you start to live that promise that the ancient teachings foretold, which was that you will emulate the Christ in your own behavior, in your own life. You will emulate that one infinite creator, and you will start to live a more peaceful, more fulfilling, happier life. And that's really good. We don't want to be stuck down in negativity. So we want to be able to keep positive as much as we can. And that is a very important focus.
He doesn't look very positive.
Not at all. But
There's
that's what people who are delusional say.
Yeah, I'm getting like there's no like influx in his voice of what he's saying he really means. Like I'm getting that it's just coming off as like monotone, depressive speak. He keeps saying like I'm good, we're all happy. I don't think that's the case.
No, I don't. I think he should be on suicide watch.
I think so. I think someone should get up there to the cabin with him, right? We're like right now.
Well, it sounds like this. Remember this? That's what it sounds like.
I am raw.
He should have kept his old teeth too. I'll tell you what, if I ever need veneers, I'm not getting them because you look like I don't think they perfected that yet. You look like a goofus. I'll take crooked, jagged teeth. I mean, his veneers look like terrible.
He paid a lot of money for those.
I'm sorry, folks. I'm the bully. I'll be the bully tonight.
They're not his real teeth, though, Mike. So you're not really making fun of him.
I mean, look at that. That looks like a squirrel.
You're making fun of something that he glued in his mouth. You know, that's a little different.
Showed up and gave us various religious teachings and scriptures. They always emphasize the importance of tuning in,
looking at the screen,
being yourself, having this focus on the love and the light.
Little hair pull.
You need to pat that hair down on the side. Let's go. The straws. Oh, that something's now he's reaching down, looking.
There's a rat chewing at his shoe.
That is what it's all about, man.
Get the hell out of here.
So we want to keep that focus alive, and you are doing that with me by co-creating this space.
Sending super chats.
Yes, please keep sending super chats.
Here. David Jones says, "I'm a big fan. I love you more than Elvis, and that's a good thing."
Well, he's about as fat as Elvis at this point.
Oh my God,
David! Thank you for your messages. All is mine. Mine is all is one. Says,
well, didn't Elvis do the same thing? Didn't Elvis have a bunch of like occult religious symbols, just a little bit of everything, reportedly?
Yes, he did. He did.
Well, that's what David Wilcox, when he got fat, he's got a bunch of different religious. He is Elvis.
He is Elvis.
Except Elvis probably played.
Look at those sideburns. He's even trying to be Elvis.
That's true. He got the sideburns. He's got the weight. He's got the symbols. The only difference is Elvis can actually play the instruments.
Right. Elvis had musical talent.
Trent Malik, you may need to refresh.
We could do like a Wilcox song. You ain't nothing but a scam artist. Ain't no profit of mine.
To get your likes to update. Okay.
What?
Ain't nothing but a con man.
What ETs do you know about? Well, we're going to get all into that. There are a large number of different ETs that have visited Earth. And it is a very good thing that they do because...
How many? Where? Who has talked to them?
Yes. He's got insiders that talk to them, though.
Give me a little bit more detail. He's saying there's a bunch of... Tell me who. What do they look like? Where did they go? Who are they interacting with?
You know, it might be possible that he's not necessarily looking at his super chats every time he's looking over there. It might be that he's checking to make sure the rats don't chew through the computer wires.
Yeah, or shoelaces, so he trips. The rat's eating his shoelaces up, make him trip.
He's subject to all kinds of negativity.
If we didn't have their eyeball again. I
do believe that God is real. I do believe that Christ is real.
Scratching the eyeball. What is wrong with it? What's wrong with your face? He keeps touching himself. He's rubbing his eyeballs. He's rubbing his nose. He rubs his chin. I think those are all signs of a liar. You know, body language.
Well, there's that, and then there's also probably the allergies that come along with the reactions that come along with the ammonia of animal piss, and with the rodent.
Yeah, and not getting the bison meat into your diet. He's going through withdrawal right now.
Bison meat withdrawal, exactly.
He hasn't eaten a $45 steak in 2 weeks, people.
We're 11 minutes into this stream, and I think my favorite part so far is the person who said, "Hey, I'm in the Canary Islands. Can this just be over?"
Believe in Jesus.
Got to throw that in there.
We had another donation here from Snoramore, $49.99. Thank you very much. And he says, sitting out in the cold by a little campfire, listening to your message. Love listening to you on Sundays. That is awesome. Thank you very much. Kayla Rosen. Thank you, David, for making Sundays so special. I appreciate your teaching so much.
His veneers got in the way of that one.
And that was $20. Charlie Winter donated $10. Can you explain how Christ and Jesus are seen by our ET cousins? Sending love. Yes.
What is it? What kind of dumb question is that? How do the aliens see Jesus?
I don't know, but just to be sure, but just for the chat out there, I do like Elvis. I'm an Elvis fan, so yeah. People are like, Elvis, you got people mad out there. Like, Elvis had talent. He could sing. He could dance. I was like, hey, I have no problem with Elvis.
Yeah, I don't actually either, by the way. And I was just saying that he is like Elvis, except that Elvis can actually play and sing.
Perform, yeah.
He can actually perform. Wilcock, this is
Elvis could probably
raw.
kick your ass too. Not this crackhead.
I am raw.
That's that's some bad acting right there.
Yeah, it's horrible. I could act better than that. It's horrible.
So Christ and Jesus are definitely seen as the Logos. This is
Noka in the chat said Christ and Jesus, weren't they the same guy? Well, yes, exactly. They were both titles. Yeshua, the Christ, is the enlightened one. There were lots of Christ. So yeah, you're totally right. He doesn't even know the difference between Jesus and Christ.
the mind
But he knows that if he uses those terms, that Christians will donate money to him. So
of our galaxy, the mind of our star. Jesus, essentially, in the Law of One tradition, is the embodiment of the galactic mind. That's a really, really heavy concept.
Galactic.
When you start to get into this type of cosmic tradition, we're looking at a cosmic Christ model. And one of
this was the appear right here. 12:30 was when I started really zoning out last night, and I think I lost a little bit of consciousness, and then I woke up at 12:49 roughly, and that was the end of it for me. I was really hoping Mike had watched a lot of this. Good comment on it.
that really hit me hard back in the day was Dr. Courtney Brown.
Oh, that fraud. He was another fraud.
Yeah. I've interviewed him before too.
He's the one who was talking about how big the universe really is. He's got remote viewing going, and he was doing it. And in the heyday of Art Bell, he was looking at the Comet Hale-Bopp companion.
Now that's his microphone going. That's not my audio, by the way. So don't complain about our audio quality. It's his.
Courtney Brown's got a pretty decent hair transplant. He should probably look into that.
That was another example of thinking there was a spaceship going on. Anita Tapas just donated $20.
Why?
Thank you very
Anita.
much.
Why are you donating money? What is he saying?
No, absolutely nothing.
God,
Anita Applebaum, I gotta put you on. Anita. That's a shame.
Celebrating your 10th super chat. Really appreciate you being here.
No, you don't.
So
Yeah, she only donated $10. She doesn't appreciate that.
yeah, Dr. Courtney Brown mentioned in his remote viewing that he remote viewed Jesus and that it was the galactic mind, and I think that was right on.
Or Galactic Empire.
Yeah, and remember, in remote viewing, you can't choose to view something. When people remote view, they're given targets. They don't know what they are. If you know what the target is, it's called using your fucking imagination. And there's a difference between imagination and remote viewing.
Basically says the same thing. Joe Moreno, I had a dream of a family member turning into Jesus Christ, dressed in a white robe, and smiled at me before he spoke.
Great.
Before he spoke, I woke up.
Well, that's great. What is he gonna say? How is he gonna respond to that? I'm interested to see what he says. What's he gonna say to that? Like that's almost a psychotic statement that guy just made. That's what do you say? What do you say to that?
Awesome. Thank you very much.
I had a dream of Jesus and he was talking to me. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you. Let's move on to the
It came out of my closet.
Love the
Dressed
fact
in a
you
white
guys
robe.
are in there working everything with my moderation team. That is so awesome.
Up
I've
here,
got a great
pat down that straw hat.
moderation team now.
That's like what I don't know, like so what a teenage girl does.
I know, dude. If you're that, just put a hat on or something, bro.
Or shave it.
Yeah, what are you doing, man? You keep rubbing the sides of his hair down like it's like you would pet like a dog.
You know what I think? I think that. Well, hold on a second. We've got 7 minutes left. Do you want to do another hour, or do you got to cut it off?
No,
soon?
let's do it. This is just entertainment for the week.
Yes, it is. Let me see if I can find something real fast here.
David, Jesus came out of my closet dressed in white robes. Awesome. Thank you. Next.
What was that movie? Hold on a second. Yep, here it is. This is David Wilcock before the show. Right here. You know that meme, right?
Yeah.
Would you fuck me? I'd fuck me.
Yes. Yeah, that's totally him. But yeah, because he keeps,
He's even got the straw hair. He's like a Buffalo Bill.
making Buffalo Bill hair that grows it out. So he keeps touching his hair. It's very awkward and weird.
Put some lipstick on. Would you trust my
I think he
prophecies?
actually does that towards the end of the video. He puts
chapstick
on. Yeah.
Listeners in the chat are excited about a little bit of extra TST tonight.
Yeah, we're not trying to any breakthrough shows on this one. This is just straight up entertainment.
Pure entertainment. But if you'd like to donate and you want to support the show sincerely, you can go to our website, tstradio.info. artiegable@yahoo.com is the email. There's links below, however you're listening on YouTube or on 99% of you on one of the audio platforms. Sign up to the ad-free show. It's only $50 for the whole year. It's not a $50 donation to buy bison steaks. It's $50 for the whole year. You also can grab a copy of one of my books, or you can listen to the free archive. It doesn't cost you anything. And don't take us for granted. It's because of listeners who support us that we can even do these shows like you're watching right now or listening to. Noka said, always an awesome night on a live TST show. I appreciate you tuning in, Noka. Thank you. Flux said, Jesus told me that you were a phony. Yes, Jesus told me the same thing. And Shala Shaska said, I remote viewed David's bathtub. What did you see in the bathtub?
Piss.
Probably, stained yellow. All right. PT said, he's scratching his hair because it's greasy and he's dirty. Please hose him down instead of a super chat.
I think that's a good, because now it's coming back to me. I think later on in the video, someone says something and he says because he hasn't taken a shower in a couple days.
Oh my God, yes.
It's in there somewhere. I guess we'll have to just go through and find it, but he does say that in there.
Oh my goodness, you're right. Yeah, he does say that. I think that somebody, maybe I reposted that. Hold on, because that's great. He did say that about a shower. Let me scroll through these few videos I have on my computer. Maybe it's not here. No, I guess yeah. So it's in. You're right. I heard that. I don't know where it's at, but I heard that too.
Yeah.
I haven't taken a shower, but he said the Archangel Michael forbid him from taking a shower.
No, this is different. I think this is I think this one where he says like something happened. I don't know, but he hasn't taken a shower. I don't know. It's something like that in this video somewhere.
That's why he's scratching.
Yeah.
Because he's really, really itchy because he hasn't taken a shower.
Oh, poor David. Poor David.
Wow. All right, let's.
Now he's scratching his eyeball, or is that? Oh, that's a video.
That's a different clip. Every clip, he's scratching something.
It was easy to do. Love your show. Ignore the trolls. They are ignorant, says Lucinda Gollin. Yes, that's what we're going to do.
Yes, I'm ignorant because you've lied to people about Ascension 3 times.
Yep. So we're working that whole process. And thank you for that. Smash the thumbs up button and like it, says Rio Dragon.
No, please don't.
So yes, Jesus is the Logos. That also means love. That also means creator. The word Logos is the term Logos, believe it or not.
Someone else said something
Calicos
in the chat.
in spaces. I don't know why, but I feel like you need a flamingo prop or a shirt. LOL. Josh O here can't super chat on the main account for some reason. Well, thank you anyway for a $5 donation. That is fantastic. We really appreciate your help there.
He's contacting customer service. Why can't they donate through the main channel?
So life is good.
No, it isn't.
We already have 2,363 concurrent viewers watching right now. That is incredible.
Not enough.
3,547 views.
What's that, Mike?
He's got all those. He's got 2,000 people in his chat room, but he needs more super chats from them.
Need more super chats. If everybody just donated $100,
he's super high right there.
Here, I think this is the piss bathtub. Can't take a shower, and then we'll find that other clip.
Telekinesis and elements appear to be very interconnected. Take it or leave it. Apparently, it's happening to me. Telekinesis bath is one of the things that Archangel Michael has been making me do. I have to take a bath. I cannot take a shower. I am forbidden to take a regular shower. I am supposed to bathe, and I'm supposed to bathe every day, but only in the bathtub.
That's right. So he's not allowed to take a shower. So his head's itching because he's dirty.
Yeah,
I don't know what Jimmy Church's excuse is, but that's David Wilcox's excuse.
Yeah, definitely not making fun of depression. I get it, but this for the chat out there. But yeah, this guy is. I mean, who even knows if he's really depressed? But it seems like he is. But then again, you kind of reap what you sow, right? So this guy's been ripping people off. He's been giving false information and false hope to people. Do I wish harm for the guy? No, but I mean, you're kind of seeing what that kind of gets you right now. I mean, the look of, losing weight, looking disheveled. I mean, he's just kind of reaping what he sowed, and it's but he's not stopping, so that thus these shows will go on.
Yeah, and Burning Beard in the chat, remember, it's not about depression because as I just played the clip, he said that he's not showering because Michael the Archangel told him not to shower. So he's not able to even take a shower. So he's not doing it because he's depressed. He's doing it because the most powerful archangel told him not to do it. There's a difference.
Yeah, which is a total lie.
Total nonsense. Absolute nonsense.
But maybe that's his cover up for depression.
The Archangel Michael.
Yeah. Or, not being able to take a shower. He could take a bath, but the bath is full of piss, so that's not going to do you any good.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he just go outside. I don't know, go outside in the rain or something. Just get rinsed off.
Jump in a lake.
Well, he can't get into his hot tub because it's filled with dirt and mold. So he's kind of running out of options. His bathtub's full of piss. I mean, seriously, his bathtub's filled literally with urine, and his hot tub is filled with mold. So, I mean, what are you going to do?
Life is going very well. So, Yvette Mancuso says, I would like to know why I still feel stuck, like I've gotten nowhere.
Because you keep donating money to him.
These are the times we're in. Confusion is part of the game. We're part of this intelligent cosmos. We're developing ourselves spiritually. That is what we're here for. And it takes time. It takes time to evolve through these grades of evolution that the universe gives us. In the law of one, they're called density levels or densities. Some of you guys want to hear about 3i Atlas. We'll talk about that too. So we definitely have a lot of things to talk about today. But yes, why does it feel so bad? Why does it feel so crappy? It's 15
minutes. 15 minutes. He hasn't covered any topic.
No, 15 minutes. I mean, 15 minutes is a lot of real estate for me for this show. That's a lot of time. Flux said he's delusional.
Look at those
You're right. That's right.
That looks like a horror movie shot. Like he's going to come bite you.
Oh man.
Bite your cock off.
David will cock blocking.
Chew on that thing.
Initiation. We're going through a mass initiatory experience. Annette Chastain, thank you very much for the donation.
Another fool.
I certainly hope you don't think I'm a troll. I'm a soul going through extreme poverty. Do you understand what it's not like to even be able to afford gas? Yes, I do. Absolutely. It's been a very intense time for me too, because my local grocery store cannot afford their own inventory. So this week, there really was not very much food at all. I've had to actually, believe it or not, I've had to carefully ration my supplies this week, and that has caused me to have constipation and ongoing insomnia as a result of the stress that I've had to go through. So I definitely understand.
There's rats.
Everything you're talking about here.
Get the hell out of here.
100%. Let me just.
Oh, I get this.
That guy.
Uh-oh.
We had a little spider incursion coming in. We took care of that.
So there really was something.
You got insects in your house because you live in trash. You're the trash man.
He's the trash man.
Sorry if you don't like the fact that I did that.
Yeah, that's not a very loving light.
Guess what, Love and Lighters out there? He just squished that spider.
Yeah,
he didn't put it into a cup and put it outside. He killed it.
Let's play that again. Yes, exactly. So here, I was joking. I haven't seen this. I was joking. I thought he was really dealing with rats or mice chewing through wires or eating his shoes. It turns out there's insects, there's spiders There's other arachnids. There's other things crawling around his space.
Everything you're talking about here, 100%.
There he goes. He's going to stomp it out. This is the prophet of love and light. He's going to stomp the spider out.
Let me just, got to get that guy. We had a little spider incursion coming in. We took care of that. Sorry.
Let me tell you something. When I have a spider or something, I hate spiders. I respect them. I hate them. If I have a spider, I get a piece of paper and I take the thing outside. And I'm not even a Buddhist. This guy claims to be like the reincarnated prophet Edgar Casey. He's channeling Ra and the Archangel Michael. Do you think the Archangel Michael would be happy with you squashing part of God's creation?
Not at all.
That seems like something that's really going to piss Michael off.
Clay Davis said the spider was a Christian that he killed. Makes sense.
Wow, spider. He's no. Hold on a second.
No air conditioner fan. No, he lives in a cabin with no AC. That's why he says that he has insomnia, because he can't open the windows at night because there's smoke that comes in from the mountains and he can't breathe.
That's true. I believe he did say that. Now you got to get that spider. Oka said he stopped the spider from ascending.
He did.
He crushed it.
Demon.
Yeah, that's a prophet of love and light right there. Just crush that spider on the live stream.
He's got listen. There's no cleanup too. He's got to look at that super chat.
Well, I don't. He's probably got dead insects all over his floor. Just crushes a cockroach. Just leaves it.
It's probably at the bottom of his foot.
Well, I mean, there's no way he remembers it either. It's another 3.5 hours until the stream is over.
Maybe we'll try to fast forward a little bit, but I definitely can't do. I don't think anybody out there can do another 3 hours of this.
Well, it's taken us 2 hours to get through 16 minutes. So do the math.
The fact that I did that. Hi, David. Did you get the poster we sent? Yes, I did. Thank you very much. Mary Flowers donated $20. God bless you, David, and your faith work. Thank you very, very.
Faith work. Faith. What the fuck is faith work? He's doing faith work, Mike.
That's another mentally ill person out there somehow has enough money to donate.
Much. I really, really appreciate that. We're already up to 2,600 viewers holding true live. So yeah, let's be grateful for.
There it is again.
It was a hair swipe again. What is it? That's so.
I mean, it's not even in his face. Like
I know his hair's not long enough to even do that.
Let's be grateful for what we do have, and try to hold
Here,
on.
let me show you. That'd be like me doing that. So like, I don't have long hair. You know, I'll kind of part my hair and I take a shower or something. Do that, make it look okay. But like, I have no hair over here, right? If I just did that, be like, that looks fucking weird, doesn't it? Like, what is that?
That does look weird.
It's very, very weird. What is that? Would you fuck me? I'd fuck me.
Through all of the things that are good about life. It's
no,
it's a very positive thing.
No, it isn't.
Maria Davis says, it's taken me 3 years back in Al-Anon to stop screaming at the coolers over the prices. It's progress, it's evolution, LOL. Maria Sawyer is 1 month sober. That is awesome.
Not him. He isn't.
No, he's still on some nose candy or some green stuff. He's on something still.
We're all growing. We're all evolving.
That's another thing too. I've heard people say, well, you know, he's admitted that he's got a little bit of a drug addiction. He's been addicted to, you know, some marijuana or maybe some sleeping pills or something. I don't give a fuck what he's addicted to. That's that liberal argument of like, well, you know, MS-13, they've got the spirit of God in them. They're fucking murderers and criminals. They're rapists and drug dealers. They kill people. Those people don't have the spirit of anything in them. I don't care if this guy's got a drug addiction, Mike. He's a con artist and a liar. He steals from poor people on the internet by selling them false hope. I don't care if he's got a drug addiction.
I agree. That's the mentality of covering up for yourself because you've been fooled. You've been fooled and you feel like a fool, so you're going to make excuses for the guy and say, he's a crackhead, but he still gives good information.
Yeah. No way. I think if he knew the teachings, like, Billy Carson doesn't know the teachings of any of these ancient mystery schools or religions. If he knew the teachings of the Bhagavad Gita, where a lot of his ascension bullshit comes from, he would know that if you crush the spider, you will be reincarnated as the spider.
Together, and that's a brilliant thing to have.
It tempts me to crush the next spider I see. Maybe it'll be David Wilcock.
When you can really see that even with the problems that we're having, there is forward momentum, there is spiritual inertia that takes on its own inevitable truth. CEF Ventures, I'm not sure why you're so focused on trying to get me to humiliate myself. Thank you, Ross Weinstein.
Look at that face of disgust after he read that. After we read that chat message, I wonder what the person said there.
Yeah, I'd pay money to see what they said. That's great.
Even with the problems that we're having, there is forward momentum. There is spiritual inertia.
Basically, what he's saying is, I actually believe this stuff. I can't believe people are refusing to believe these prophecies.
Takes on its own.
Look at this.
Inevitable truth. CEF Ventures, I'm not sure why you're so focused on trying to get me to humiliate myself. Thank you, Ross Feinstein. Very, very silly. But anyway, some people just want to see.
What? Oh man, I wonder what that comment was.
Yeah. Well, you could probably.
That was the Feinstein comment.
Hold on a second. We can see the chat, can't we?
See me be goofy or silly or.
Oh, here we go. So what did the person say? Who was it? Because we can look in the chat here.
That was like Feinstein or somebody's.
No, I think Feinstein maybe booted the person. Yeah, you can. So if you wanted to see, I'd have to go back and look through this.
Nah.
There's a lot of dumb people in here. Dreaming love of the future events of alien 3I Atlas DNA activation codes within all of us. What does that mean?
Oh my god, the chats might be even worse than watching him live.
Yeah, I should turn our chat off just for a second on the screen so you can see this chat. Look at this. The Lord is returning and they are going to cover it up as an alien invasion.
Together by David, lots of love, clear thinking. This guy hasn't had a clear thought since the start of the show.
Nice work, David. Wow. Oh, here's the poverty. So it must be a little bit behind because this is the poverty comment.
Yeah,
I'm in extreme poverty.
Yeah, that was like. There's Mary Flowers with her $20 super chat.
God bless your David and your faith work. Can't even spell. Wow.
Stay positive. Turn off the TV. That's good advice.
You're right. The chat might actually be better.
Something like that. They just want to laugh at me, I guess. That's what that was about.
Oh, yeah, we do.
Yeah.
We do.
Stay positive and turn the TV off. It's a good time. It's a good time to be alive.
Oh, we can't see it because they deleted it. That's why.
That's what I thought. They deleted
Unbelievable.
Feinstein, that's SS officer, he deleted it off the chat.
Oh my God.
We have some deals vectoring in with Stavati. I can't really go into detail.
I sure you do. What, renting it out for cars, for a car lot?
Wait, say that again, Mike?
He said he's got deals with Stavati coming through. I said, what, renting the hangar for cars for a car lot?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, they're renting a hangar.
Yeah, I mean, deals
cars
coming through.
Oh my goodness. Look what I just found.
My wife and I have been going to, we needed to go to a bunch of stores recently, just regular stores, like Home Depot and Bed Bath & Beyond, and Crate and Barrel and Whole Foods,
I forgot about that one. We had to go to Crate and Barrel and Whole Foods, just regular stores. You people in poverty, you know those stores, right?
Yeah, just the regular stores.
You know how it works.
Those dollar stores that you only spend $1 in, those Whole Foods and Crate and Barrel.
I'm really sorry. I accidentally brought your thing down, your pot down. What did you say?
I said just those, those common dollar stores of the Whole Foods and Crate and Barrel, where you spend a dollar at $1.50. This guy's so delusional about how people actually live too that it's just, fuck him. I mean, he deserves everything he gets. I don't care if he even offs himself. I don't give a fuck.
Absolutely, I don't care either.
I don't care. I'm not wishing it on him, but he is a dirtbag, man, and that's why we do these shows, because he's at the top of the food chain for dirtbags. He's just a narcissist, sociopath, doesn't care about any of the people in the chats. Could give a fuck if the guy's living in his van, having in poverty, having to do Wi-Fi at McDonald's. Kind of just laughs at him. This guy's a piece
I guess that's all you can get.
Yeah, this guy's a piece of fucking trash.
He absolutely is a piece of trash.
But you know what? When you fuck around with the IRS, it doesn't matter who you are. They'll come get you. And I think that's why this guy looks like his face is all shrunken in, and because he knows that his time is limited. He owes a lot of money, and if that house doesn't sell, he can't pay that bill. He can't pay it.
No, there's no reason I don't know. He can't just sell the house, pay the IRS off, be done, and then take that little bit of money from the other house, just get a nice apartment somewhere. Just be done with it. Ask your ex-wife, can I stay in your guest house in Sedona? I don't know. He's got a bunch of listeners that'll let him probably stay with him. Just do that. But he can't do that, because if he did that, then his lifestyle.
Yeah. See, I just lied because I said I never get angry, but I just got angry. So I lied earlier. He just got me angry again.
Just when you thought you were out, he pulled you back in. It's true. It's like people hear you or me say that, oh, it's just so mean. And let me explain something to you if you think it's mean. Let me ask you a question. What's more anger inducing? Someone who's upset at someone who lies, or someone that lies? A person who lies and scams people, that's the problem. Not the person who is exposing it and who's upset about it. But hey, you saw those pictures I showed you earlier, the guy defending Billy Carson. Well, are you saying you never did anything wrong in your life? I've done tons of things wrong, but one thing I never did was lie to people and commit premeditated fraud.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, Jesus Christ.
Remember, we had the theory that all that extra money that he got initially when his career first started, because he's been in that cabin now for years and years.
Many years.
So we were thinking that he was an agent. He was being paid as a disinfo agent. And that maybe a couple years ago, they said, okay, we're kind of done with this guy. There's other people we can move on that have more clout. This guy's getting old. No one really cares. And they kind of maybe stopped funding him too.
I suppose that's possible. I mean, he might have been given money through whoever was contacting him, giving him money.
Yeah, secret informer.
I mean, they did that scam with Pete Peterson. I think that was $50,000-$60,000. Like, could you imagine if you got just one of his scamming con artist paydays? I would be set for like the majority of the middle age of my, of life. $100,000 here, 50 grand there. Royalties from Ancient Aliens. Like, how are you not doing well? The people that's like there's like NBA players who make 20 million, and they end up going back and living in the projects because some Jew lawyer stole all their money, or because they just didn't know how to manage it well. They bought 5 homes and 60 cars, and then I'm broke and I've still got 3 years left of my contract and nowhere to live.
Yeah, it could be also that, he said he has a drug addiction, which someone in the chat said, really, I mean, you really don't get addicted to weed per se. I mean,
weed doesn't cost that much. But
I'm thinking it was a coke. He was a cokehead and spending a lot of money on coke. That's why he still rubs his nose. If you watch these videos, he rubs his nose a lot too.
You know what they call that, Mike? They call that archangel dust.
Yeah. He's got archangel dust and sugar boogers.
So the next month is very, very critical for us. We really hope that things will happen.
Yeah, he needs money, folks.
Yeah.
And
thankfully deals are coming in. Okay, sure.
all that big aerospace money.
Yeah, he spent 20 minutes to say nothing. Now, at first, we will cover a bit of current events,
which is just reading headlines. That's the equivalent of I have nothing to say and nothing to really add. So we're just going to take calls tonight. Radio
Yes,
people
send your super
really don't
chats.
like that. Yes, and send the super chats.
Going to be covering a bit of current events. I think this is an essential element.
Okay, do you want me to skip ahead here?
Let's just skip. Let's maybe go 20 minutes in or something, because we're running
We'll
out
do
of time here.
20-minute chunks here.
Yeah,
Before-
20-minute chunks.
I also found a random clip here called Hair and Nonsense, David Wilcock. I don't know what this clip is I have in my file, but let's see.
And that's part of why I'm doing this. I just love you. I love
Hair.
you guys.
Where's-
You love me too. You love my hair. I've heard a few of those. All right. Enough. I know some people are going to get mad.
Yeah, really weird.
Yeah,
You guys
no-
love me. Do you love me? You love my hair.
Nobody loves your hair, dude.
The rats do. They use it
The
for
rats-
bedding.
Yeah.
They chewed up the couch from Crate and Barrel, and now they're digging into his.
Yeah. A goat might like your hair.
All right. Let me skip. I can see what's coming
Yeah,
up
skip
next.
all that bullshit. It's like Alliance source rarely gives dates. You would think that would be the most important aspect of getting info. But
Yeah.
the Alliance source, unquote, rarely gives dates because I don't want to be constantly wrong.
I believe there was actually there's one clip of him, and I know that I posted that, where he talks about how the Alliance never actually talked to him. Did you catch that clip? Here it is. I found it. I found the clip.
Okay, yeah, play it.
So, now I was on. Maybe I'm wrong, or maybe it's just my assumption, but I was under the impression that the Alliance was speaking to him, like he was talking to the Alliance, whatever that is or was. Was that what you were thinking too?
I thought so too.
Okay, well, according to David Wilcock in this video, I don't know what part of the video it's from, but it's from the same video. He says this.
Deborah Ouellette says, David, you're helping voice the Alliance's words. Well, I don't know that. They've never really spoken to me directly. I hope they like me. I'm trying to do the best I can to help them out.
He's just covering for himself when it all falls apart.
Yeah, I've never actually talked to them. That is the equivalent of Alan Dershowitz. Were you on Epstein's Island? I was. Did you get a massage? I did, but it's very important to know that I did not ask the girl how old she was, and I left my underwear on.
Yeah, exactly. Or he saw the Corey Good deposition. He was like, "Oh no, I gotta say I don't really speak to them directly."
Yeah, they don't really contact. They contact other people who contact me.
Yeah.
I don't really know this.
See, I'm not the one lying. See, I'm not the one lying.
Yeah, exactly. So if anybody else gets caught lying, that's their fault. I was told something else. I was told something by a liar. It's not my fault. I didn't lie.
Exactly.
Well, we've got you in a whole bunch of lies. I've got all kinds of clips here about gas being siphoned out of cars. I've got clips here about Ascension. I've got clips here about, here's a great clip too. I got a clip about flying hover cars. Yeah, none of that has come true. None of it.
The Alliance source rarely gives any dates, so this is significant. Now, first of all, we see him there. Urgent update from the PM.
Yeah, here's that same. What is this website? Is this like a website or an app? This is that same background that we saw for the National Guard updates. Remember that from last Friday?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it might be a website, probably some Q site or some bullshit like that.
Yeah, if you take the length of this random video that Fox News posted on YouTube, and then you find the Q post that corresponds to the number of digits in the actual length of the video that was randomly posted, that's what they want you to know. And if you take the CNN clip, that's a different timestamp, that tells you something else you need to know. Crazy.
He actually says that he likes somebody is.
I can't watch this part with Netanyahu. This is just it's too much. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Look at this one. Look at this slide. Can you read that?
Yes, I'm just asking questions, no solid opinions at this point.
Oh,
I mean,
so
the dude can't even give an opinion.
Well, so hold on a second. The Alliance never spoke to him, and now he's just asking questions. Is he backpedaling?
Oh, totally. Totally, because I can remember that in the old videos, he was getting spoken to directly to the Alliance was speaking directly to him.
Absolutely. He was an ambassador for the Alliance.
Yes, for the white hats. He kept saying white hats and all that bullshit.
I even have a clip of that somewhere where I think I put that in one of those stupid songs I made. Where he said, "I'm David Wilcock. I'm an ambassador for the Alliance," or something like that. Yeah, so it's, oh my God, what a piece of garbage. People have no attention span, though, so I guess that's what happens. Hold on a second. I think it's one of these clips here. Yeah, maybe I'll try to go to that at the end of the show.
Asking questions, folks. I have no solid opinions at this point. But if the opponents think that this is going to hurt him when it comes out, then maybe they will want the information. So that could be what we're seeing. You know, it might be that they really want this.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Cousin
I'm going to skip ahead.
was the secretary or admin for the head of NASA who came over from Germany, Dr. Werner von Braun. And you got to remember what he said on his deathbed.
Yeah, we all know what he said on his deathbed. There's the Project Blue Dream bullshit. There's going to be an alien invasion. That's going to be the last of the hoax for control. It's a fake alien invasion. We've heard all that bullshit 100 times.
And not only have we heard it 100 times or 1,000 times, but that's not what Carol Rosen actually said. That's not what the deathbed quote confession really was. And the whole idea of Project Bluebeam was not an actual project. It was like a theory proposed by a Canadian journalist named Sergei Monost. It's not a government project, but people just repeat this shit over and over again. What about Project Bluebeam? Project Bluebeam. It's not a real project, you dumb motherfuckers. It's something that a fucking journalist wrote about up in Canada years ago. It's not a project. But what about it? It's true, isn't it? No, it's not true. It doesn't. It's not real. It doesn't exist. Jesus Christ! You can just show it to people, and it doesn't matter. Sorry, I'm getting worked up. I hate that Project Bluebeam stuff. Jeez.
Yeah, keep saying it over and over.
There is this great opposition.
Yeah, he has to do the code word, the DS.
It's coming up against them from everywhere, and they said the final card will be a fake alien invasion.
Werner von Braun didn't say anything about the deep state. If anything, Werner von Braun was the deep state at the time because he was a former, quote, Nazi working for NASA. He wasn't talking about the deep state. That's a modern term. He wasn't talking about Project Bluebeam either.
And it will all be a lie.
Like you.
Yes, like Wilcock. And I got to calm down because I get upset about Project Bluebeam, Mike. I'm sorry.
Project Blue Balls.
Project Blue Chicken. The thing is, what Carol Rosen and Werner von Braun said, or what she said that he said, is that there wouldn't actually be an invasion. There would be the threat of an invasion. That's totally different than projecting fake UFOs in the sky, which is also not a real event either that was going to be staged. It's total nonsense. And then so we're getting what Wilcock interprets from what someone else interpreted from what Carol Rosen interpreted from what another guy said. This is that UFO conspiracy. What did I call it? Conspiracy thrift store shopping.
So they have prepared for this. They know that there's groups in their own military industrial complex, groups that have been funded by them, groups that got money.
At any point, you want me to just skip ahead because like I can't listen to this.
Go like 20 minutes in.
There would be a huge.
I think he got another spider here. Hold on.
Let's see if he's.
That's never happened before.
Oh,
the technical glitch. Look at him.
I don't know why that's happening.
Oh,
but,
deep state.
Hopefully you guys are still there.
That's a DS attack.
I'm not seeing anything.
Okay. Super chats went down.
So that's a very strange thing. The stuff that I'm talking about, and then the comments have basically frozen at this point.
Oh my God! So the deep state did it. That's what he's alluding to. He's being attacked by the cabal again.
Yep, the chat room went down.
The cabal stopped the chat room, folks.
They don't know how to take off the YouTube stream. They don't know how to get that down.
3,928 concurrent viewers.
Oh, that's why he loves the numbers to say how many viewers he has in there.
I was on 100 episodes of Ancient
And
Aliens.
that's great. So you guys are still here with me. I just don't have any.
I don't have any way to see the super chat.
No fucking super chats. I can't see the fucking super chats.
Sure why that is. But let's make sure that we keep on focusing on things. So we're talking about
I'm focused on those Elvis sideburns right now.
Restart your computer.
Beam. That there would be a huge distraction coming in.
Go 20 minutes and you'll get upset. You want to skip this part.
Okay, where do I go to?
It's Insider. Keep going 20 minutes. Keep going.
When you're looking at the
Another
media,
spider
there is
here.
some
Hold on.
new speculation about reality.
All day. Oh no,
And,
that's
you
not
know,
good.
Yeah, there's the exact. Yep, that's the rear view mirror.
What's going on back there?
When you're looking at the media, there is some new speculation about.
See, I think I have a theory that he's going to dye his hair blue to stop the directed energy weapons from burning his hair out.
Burning his scalp off.
Yeah.
3-Eye Atlas.
He's definitely getting
And
another
it's just this unrelenting driving of the same message over and over again.
All right, where am I skipping to?
I don't know, man. I'm sorry. Let's just go 20 minutes. Oh, wait a minute. Oh no. He's going to his big daddy mode or whatever this shit is called. Look at those fucking teeth.
His dad's probably a good guy.
That looks like an outfit you could get at a Halloween superstore.
Gnarly Sheen in the chat. I was thinking the same thing. Is that a Nintendo DS or is that a American government DS?
Oh, no, he does these like characters like fucking Alex Jones used to do.
Yeah, except Alex Jones was funny and used to actually do the part. You know, Wilcock can't do that. Remember, this is the guy who.
Philip Vance. I'm sorry, Philip. I know I should have did the timestamps, but we'll try to go fast here. Go 20 minutes.
Shh. Hold on a second, Mike. We have a god in the chat.
I am Ra.
I can't listen to it either, Philip. I'm sorry.
We'll go as fast as we can, but I want to see this skit here.
Okay. All right, one second.
Why does someone tempt him for a super chat to do this? Does he get paid?
Well, this is him when he I'm guessing it all started him calling his dad or something. His dad's like, David, why do you talk about this nonsense bullshit on the internet? And then he thinks that his dad is,
And so, some
an NPC or something.
people want to believe this stuff. Some people don't. I get that. Vakapala says, what would Colin McGeezer say about drip disclosure, mate? Well,
this is a new character. This isn't your dad.
Out there in the bush, mate, we've got possums and we've got kangaroos and we got all these wallabies and crocodiles, mate, and you got to be really careful with them because you never know what.
I feel uncomfortable playing this. I can't play this. I'm sorry. This is bad.
Oh man, that's a good shot right there. Let's play that.
We can play it from what his face looks like in these previews.
Kind of thing they would love to do
is beat me.
Where they would ever lose control of the planet, and you know who they are. Right?
Mm-hmm.
This is another one I read last week.
Oh, fast forward.
Very silly.
Avi Loeb.
Yeah, the Avi Loeb thing. I've done that. How many shows in the paper? He said it's a comet. In the paper. And people just make up all this trash about it. God, here's another character.
Oh, he's got a hat on.
Keep the hat
on.
And
this is what the rats probably made him this hat out of his own hair.
And
look at this
he's
hat.
also been talking about the boogosphere. That's another interesting thing going on right now. That again could be part of the program
hair back.
disclosure narrative. Linda Kiesling said, "My father gave me a NASA poster on the backside of the moon. There are structures out there. I totally agree." Vicky Crew Fuller, maybe the ETs want fireworks, ham, cigarettes, and bacon. Woohoo!
He's got that.
You don't never know what's going to happen when you got them extraterrestrials out there, man. They not all.
What is the the Cowboys also smoking the same cigarette.
Come on in here and say we.
This is very bad. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh! All right, next time we'll do the time. Next time we'll do the timestamps.
And it goes on into a second camera angle.
Stuff, man. I've been watching all these videos and I got myself all learned up on this real good, man. They learned me up real good about what the hell's going on out there in showbiz. And I'll tell you what, boy, it ain't all what it seems.
This is a man who has gone crazy living in isolation.
Yeah, he's got brain rot.
Yeah. Cringe. I don't know
Yeah,
what this is.
he spends most of his time doom scrolling. He's got super brain rot.
Oh, it looks like Noka in the chat knew what was coming. He said, fast forward to the cowboy character.
Oh my God. Look at this fucking idiot, dude.
We're there, and it goes on. Oh my God, he's still going on. That's like 4 minutes of cowboy.
Oh, fast forward all that.
Jesus Christ.
See if you
All
can
right.
get to where he's like standing up, because someone said he looks so skinny.
Is there a scene where he does that?
Yeah, he stands up and then pulls his pants from his waist to show how skinny he is.
Okay, so there's some prophetic readings in there. We should get to that. He does a meditation at the end. We should get to that. I'm looking to see if I can find where he stands up in the video here. Oh. There might have been some upward movement. No. You got to get timestamps next time. We used to do that. That was in our younger days when we could sit and watch an entire video and timestamp it. I don't see where he stands up, Mike.
Let's see. Over and over again.
More tech problems or spiders here, I think.
Okay. It makes me sad. Paula Mignon is still asking the question. She just donated. I would respect the courtesy of an answer. I would love to know what Michael would say about 3-Eye Atlas.
Oh
So this woman's donated multiple times to him. What
now,
would
this is a
individual Michael say?
Yeah, sorry. This is a great spot that you had, because the woman asked a question about Saint Michael and the Atlas, and notice how he kind of shrugs and lifts himself off the chair. Like a body language expert would tell you that that's like a deceitful kind of act.
Yes.
You know? That he's got to pull out the bullshit now because this lady asked a question.
Yeah. Oh, you're right. Here, let's watch the whole thing here. Listen to it here.
Okay. It makes me sad. Paula Mignon is still asking the question. She just donated. I would respect the courtesy of an answer. I would love to know what Michael would say about 3-Eye Atlas. I believe Michael did speak through the time loop. Michael was speaking in 1999 to us in the present. That is the best resource that we have. And in the
Nothing's come true.
We did
Nothing. He's not talking to Michael.
It's his best resource, and nothing has come true.
They didn't delete that one because it was $10. I heard you say nothing about insomnia, but I would respect the courtesy of an answer. So this Paula has donated probably, I assume, $10 at least twice. So $20 to get an answer. And even though he got paid the first time, he did not answer the question because he can't answer the question because he's not talking to the Archangel Michael. So Paula donates again, and he can't. It's great because he can't ignore it. Like, it's to the point now where people are paying him to make fun of him. Like, he's now making a living like a clown.
Yeah,
like he's a
totally.
circus character.
Totally. He's lost all credibility.
say what it was. So maybe, in fact, we can try to pull that up again if you want me to.
Let me quickly write it down here on a piece of paper to make it look like I had the prophecy.
The last Michael prophecy. Let's just see where we are right now. Maybe I can bring that in because she is asking over and over again. She is donating, so
yeah, so it's okay. She's donating, so it's okay. I'll answer the question.
Yeah, he'll answer the question. She's donated multiple times. Love and light to you, my friend.
Love and light. Get that spider.
Let's just put in with women and see if I can find it that way.
With women.
Okay.
What is that? What does that mean?
So here we go.
What does that mean?
This is great. This is great airtime.
Yeah.
We will bring that in.
He looks very frustrated. This is not patience, love.
Let me just see what else we got here.
This is as bad as keep scrolling to find the link on the website. Scroll down. Keep scrolling. Scroll down. Scroll a little further. Keep scrolling. You're not there yet. Keep scrolling down.
That's an old what was that? An old Jimmy Church?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to bring this in.
You wasted. Jeez, man. All for a $10 super chat.
Well, too, the way that he said that too. Well, she is donating, so I gotta find it.
Yeah, he's got to do this now because this lady's given more than $10.
All right, I'm going to grab that. Sorry, everybody, but we're therefore just going to take a nice audience request here.
I am raw.
You can all enjoy this.
Yeah, Flux said I am raw.
Now,
he is raw.
Answer the question directly.
Raw is helping him out. No one is helping him out right now.
How it became more conventional.
Fine, but you don't know where your prophecies are. You wrote the damn fucking book.
He doesn't know. He doesn't know where the prophecies are. No.
Dr. Renee Piach.
It's got Windows 95.
He's probably writing the slide right now. He's making the slide right now.
Yeah, he's probably doing the slide right now.
Put it,
special message.
Put it here.
Please donate another $10, says St. Michael.
Okay, sorry about the delay, everybody, but we will.
Yeah, I think it's like an
arcade
game or something.
Asking and donating. So,
would you like to continue?
Anyway,
insert another quarter.
Sorry about that. Sorry about the delay.
You can't find the prophecy.
Nothing else. Let David stretch your imagination. He's more patient than I would be. David on Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan,
conflicting comments.
Joe Rogan would not interview this guy. I think Joe Rogan even took down the Billy Carson interview. I didn't hear it. I heard someone said that Billy Carson was interviewed on Joe Rogan. Did you hear that? Is that true?
Well, I'm not sure. But this guy's laugh is even fake.
Well, you know what Ross says, Mike, as you can see on the screen.
Looks like a level 5 demon wizard you have to defeat, final boss.
Yeah, he looks like something from Skyrim. David Wilcock. Ross says no refunds.
I can see blood coming out of his mouth right now.
Little bit.
That demon head. He wishes he had those locks still.
Take your time, David.
He's got a straw hat on.
What's the teaching for a student who is behind? It's okay, it happens, huh, class? David, you're extremely courteous and a gentleman. It shows how much you care to take the time to answer. You are a class act.
Really, a class act.
Yeah, he's a class act, all right.
Don't make me break that video out or that audio out of him screaming at his wife on the live stream. Don't make me break that out. Yeah, he's a gentleman.
He's a class act. A gentleman and a scholar.
Unbelievable.
And a class act. Look, he's looking. She's like, is she going to donate again? I didn't get to bring up the prophecy. Damn it.
If you would like to continue with the Archangel Michael prophecy, please insert another $1.
I guess he's going to skip it.
Let's see.
God bless you, David. I could never live stream without swearing, says Space Cadet Lottie. Okay, let's go back to the slide, and then I'll bring in her request. This is what I believe is what Michael had to say about it before. So we did get a statement. The huge hole in the sun.
We got a statement from Michael.
Folks,
very interesting.
St. Michael just gave a statement.
Okay, hold on. There's a giant hole in the sun. This is not a new thing. This is a very, 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 very old thing. This is not a new thing, and it has nothing to do with 3i Atlas.
And again, it could just be a coincidence.
It's not a coincidence.
The mass of the object is so small, but it's an interesting coincidence nonetheless. Nagakura Seiji, cave paintings from 10,000 years ago, resembling the interstellar visitor 3i Atlas. Ancient people appear to be worshiping 3i Atlas like a god, with their hands raised. These objects seem to visit Earth periodically and influence humankind. How about that, huh?
That could be anything on the
I don't
cave
know what it
drawing
means.
there.
Probably, again, just more speculation, but the hype that's being built up.
Say that again, Mike.
I said the cave drawing could be anything. He's equating it to 3 Atlas. He's saying that it's the same thing.
Yeah. Noka in the chat said, David is a Skyrim vampire stage 3. I believe that is correct. I believe that's accurate. All right.
On this is so big. It just keeps on coming at us in so many ways. And I find it to be very interesting. So we just keep on looking at it and looking at the scope of what we got.
That was a nose snort there.
Yeah. New York Post. NASA is going to release its best quality images of, again, Manhattan-sized interstellar.
Okay, I got to skip it again. Can we go to something else?
Yeah, keep going. Go 20 minutes in, and then maybe we'll end it. We'll end this. Saved our energy for the Friday show. Let me save my energy for the Friday show.
Okay, there's some
In the event
here.
that a special staged appearance does occur. This is what I believe to be the staged appearance. I was warned about it in 2010. I was warned about what would become 3i Atlas.
Oh, really?
We would see
he was warned about 3i Atlas before it entered into the solar system. Fuck you.
Something like this. We're seeing it now. In the event that
I would never be, this guy says to me, I would never be somebody who calls someone another piece of trash. Well, I would never defend someone who scams people and rips off people that don't have money. That's what I would never be.
Special staged appearance does occur,
which is a piece of
we
trash.
have all the contingencies to make them back down. So again, the Werner von Braun theory.
Go 20 minutes in.
We can stop the alien attack, Mike.
Look, that's a good one. Whenever you see his big head on the screen.
Benevolent ETs will stop anything we do not authorize. So that's good to know.
We do not authorize.
Good to know. Oh, yeah, Richard Hoagland
Of what we see here,
Mars face.
That not only is it a face, you see that up on the top right, but on
my
the
God,
top,
it's his face.
How old is this?
Right, is certainly the five-sided pyramid, and then on the left,
He's showing the Cydonia clip from Mars. This shit is decades old. And if that's what you want to talk about and do a show on it, that's one thing. How is that an insider revelation?
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't match your title there, David.
we see what appears to be like a city of objects. Now, none of them are absolutely perfect, but if you look, there is, first of all, at the top of that city on the left, you see this strange.
I can't.
Go towards the end.
Let me do it the right way. It's going to go
before his meditation. I think he finally does some. He's still looking at the chat, and someone says he's too skinny or something.
Gnarly says he just literally shows words together. You're right. It's just throws words together. It's a word salad.
Is angelic in nature, and their ultimate purpose is the management and transfer of planetary populations.
Oh, we're going to be transferred off planet, Mike. That's fun. I didn't pack for
built
that.
around the third density illusion.
See, like that. What the fuck does that mean? The third density illusion.
That's Laura Eisenhower speak.
That means physical reality?
Third density illusion.
Oh my God.
We're living in it right now, folks. We're in a third density illusion.
This microphone, this is third density illusion, or just, we call it matter.
Planets like us have beings in third density. We don't know everything. It's never harder than it is here. We work through our blindness and confusion, but ultimately everything comes back to the spiritual perspective, where we go through an ascension event transitioning into fourth density, predicted, as I said, in 35 different ancient prophecies.
35
based
ancient
on
prophecies.
the idea of a grain mill.
Wow.
And the mill is like the Earth's axis. And we're going through this ascension process predicted in 35 different ancient traditions. It is happening. Again, it's
not a prediction. It's an individual awakening. You realize, hey, I'm not just an animal. That's ascension.
Apart from me, I've just put these pieces together for you so you can understand. And I do believe this ascension event is benevolent. The law of one predicts that we're going to have 100 to 700 years of transition, and we may yet see some sort of first wave after we get disclosure.
Doesn't this
around,
look, I'm not a Christian. Doesn't this conflict with like the Christian dispensationalism though? He believes in Jesus, he loves Christian, he loves God, but he also believes in the law of one, quote, prophecies, which are like completely contrary to the Bible. You just mixing everything together. You get a little piece of everybody's pie.
Oh, yeah, totally.
On the year 2025.
Yep, and the year 2025 is almost over, and nothing has happened again, has it? Oh, there's, hold on. Something is happening with seventh density.
And had to share with us.
Here we go.
The law of one also tells us there are beings in third, fourth, fifth, and sixth densities.
And
it's all spiritual. We're all learning to grow.
I want to know about the seventh.
Yeah, I want eighth.
But they only help us grow. They're not allowed to interfere more than what we authorize.
Star Trek.
Seventh dimensional beings move into foreverness.
There we go.
Where they become basically reunified with the one infinite creator.
Let me explain something to people that don't understand what he's saying. or think that what he's saying is literal. He's talking about 7 densities. This is one of the oldest tropes and motifs in mythology and in human mythology, or in human mythological history, I should say, in religious history. 7 spheres, right? The 7 original classical planets, the 7 chakras, the 7 holes of the head. The 7 corresponds to the different planetary bodies and the different stages of both ascension through the heavens and descension through the pits of hell. It's the story of Inanna. It's the story of Ishtar. It's the story of Izanagi in Japan. It's a universal story. These 7 different platforms, these 7 different spheres, or 7 different layers or levels of consciousness, have nothing to do with physical beings that hang out in different dimensions, going to work and getting coffee like we do. It's about awareness and different levels of awareness. It has nothing to do with fucking aliens. It has nothing to do with UFOs and flying saucers, bringing those aliens here to help us vibrate into another density where we can take all of our stuff with us. You know, it's such nonsense. It's so ridiculous. And that is what he gets out of 35 ancient prophecies. They're not prophecies. They're ways of living outside of the physical world. They're ways of living like inside of yourself, realizing that you're a being that transcends matter. This guy is a retarded person.
Yeah.
I think that's, just look it up. It's in every tradition. 7 divine beings. Sometimes there's 8, but it's 7 divine beings. If there's 8, it usually means that's the 8th sphere of Rudolf Steiner. That's where the 7 points of creation come out of. It's geometry. It's not physical beings that fly on ships that come to Earth as comets that poke holes in the sun.
Federations like this one form to assist third density planet. And it's normal for every 3D world.
Okay, I get worked up. Let's go
to the end and see if we've switched super chat the chats.
Just now.
Oh no, this is it. Yeah, well, let's end it with this meditation.
I love this. Watch this. Yeah, I love the transition. Look at his head is forming the transition here. Look at this. He's got an overlay of the video.
He's got a ghosted overlay head of him in the background.
Watch his, for those of you who can't see this, obviously you're not going to get the full impression. Watch what happens here when he looks up in the middle of meditation. When you're meditating, you're not supposed to be aware of anything else, right? Solely focused on the process, letting your thoughts go. Watch him meditate.
That comes from claiming and affirming our beingness.
Check that.
And our righteousness as souls.
He's going to look at the camera here. I think deadpan.
No, he just swallowed.
We allow ourselves to feel that.
What did you say?
I think he swallowed a veneer there.
Maybe.
That grace to go deep into stillness now.
Oh, look up at the camera.
That was weird. Go back again. That was like a demonic possession there. Those eyeballs. Was he looking for super chats?
Entwines and
look at this. Look at this overlay.
In the loving filaments of
that
the
is
universe,
scary.
Predicated upon forgiveness.
You're gonna give this guy money? You're fucking crazy.
Joy.
Oh my God.
Look at him smiling there, laughing in the inside because the suckers.
Affirming our beingness.
All right, here it's going to come. This section's coming up again.
We allow our
swallowed a burp or something there, I think.
Veneer.
Ourselves to feel that grace to go deep into stillness now.
Maybe he heard like a ding.
Look at
that. The middle of a meditation. Dead into the center of the camera.
Feel the silence.
Look at that. Fucking,
what is that?
I look like a super. What is that? Ninja Turtle face. Look at a Ninja Turtle.
Action.
Look at that face. Look at
Feel
that.
The emptiness that overflows.
That doesn't make any sense even philosophically, but it sounds, spiritual. The emptiness that overflows. Oh, that sounds really good. And the guy at McDonald's is donating his last dollar.
Through the universe in all of its different capacities. Elevating ourselves into that emptiness now. becoming ever more complete.
He's hoping his empty freezer that used to have bison steaks in it
Recognizing our divinity.
will overflow with bison steaks.
Recognizing the heritage that we all share, the glory that cannot be overturned.
Look, he's even got his background over here on the left side of the screen. He's got it overlaid. That little halo light.
Yeah. You got to, you need some theatrics here with this.
But exists intrinsically within each of us. The happiness that comes up without any effort from living an honest.
You know what he's doing? He's doing what I did in church when I was a kid, and they tell you to pray, and you're looking down, and you have your eyes closed about 90% of the way, but you're still playing your Game Boy. That's what he's doing. He's looking.
Yeah.
He's reading some kind of like meditation book.
Looking for super chats. Looking for super chats.
And pure and wholesome life. From being true to our ideals. True to our guidance.
Look at this.
Living in the now. Having that wonderment.
Oh, you know where God, there's two of that's his fourth density just came through.
That's right. He's ascending. He's transitioning right now. This is what they show you. This is like one of those, if you go to church or something, they show you one of those Jesus videos. This is what this is. There's like, you, and then there's like a half invisible Jesus ghost next to you, guiding you through life.
That stretches beyond the definitions that would normally box us in.
Oh, it disappeared.
And impose any sense of limitations. Yes, we are all so happy now.
Super chat.
About what we get to share with each other.
Oh, there it is.
Super chats.
We're happy about the communion that we have through the internet. Happy about this vibrational matrix of consciousness.
Oh yeah, look at that word salad.
We create together through meditation.
Vibrational.
Enlivening the planet
matrix
with vibrations of holiness and sanctity.
Of consciousness.
Bringing us to higher and higher levels of self-integration. Feeling the light permeating through the areas of conflict, easing.
Oh no, look, is he transitioning again to the seventh density behind him?
Just being so relaxed. And such a sense of warmth and peace.
Let me show. I found a picture of what I was thinking. There's so many of these Christian pictures on the internet. There's like there's people that Jesus is helping, and Jesus is like, his half ghost like character that shows up. That's what it is. This is.
Yeah, I'm thinking like those 80s high school senior photos where there's like two faces transitioning.
Naturally within ourselves.
That too.
The glory of being alive. The glory of being here in the now. In this moment.
In this house filled with rats.
Sharing all of the mysteries.
Please protect me from the IRS.
Unspoken traditions. Those aspects of ourselves that
Super chat.
have remained hidden for so long.
God damn it, no super chat.
Dormant potentials in the
human. To end the show here, people need some super chats.
And to do what needs to be done to maintain healthy boundaries where necessary.
Look at Melissa Watkins in the chat. Peace, Jesus, and hearts. Yet he doesn't believe in Christianity, right? You know that he believes in the law of one bullshit, right?
For again, you are a perfect embodiment holographically.
That's scary.
One infinite creator.
That's what it's holographic. That's what it is.
So deeply relaxed now, experiencing the joy of this continuity of consciousness.
Oh, we got a nose pick.
We share in the higher realms.
We got a nose pick.
Feeling this glory of having this time together.
He just threw a meditation prayer and he's picking his nose.
About the Law of One. I haven't read it yet. I'm going to read Living the Law of One next on Audible. I hadn't heard about that one. Shagim Trunkpa quote from Scarlet Fire: awakening is always by accident, but meditation makes you more accident prone. Scarlet Fire says 51% service to others will open the opportunity.
I got a nose pick.
Booger. And let me go ahead and pick a big one up. No.
And dig that out.
Ross
the sugar booger stuck in there.
Yeah.
Chat was from my wife Jill.
Nose
Please
clams.
give her a shout. Yes, thank you, Jill Feinstein. Lee's lot. Thank you, David. God bless you and all. And I will be back as soon as I can. Thank you, everybody.
I
we'll
hope
see you
not.
on the next show. Bye.
I hope not.
For now.
Well, he didn't do or say anything on this 3 hours that was worth listening to.
Look at that. That smile is a smile of shame. He just suckered people out of $3,000 for bullshit.
I'm going to
Look
get a
at that.
screenshot of that. I'm going to grab a screenshot of that. Hold on.
The smile of yeah, and you should call it a smile of shame is what it is.
What a clown. That's like a goofy SpongeBob smile.
Yeah, I'm sorry, folks out there in the chat. I should have put I usually do that for the timestamps. I thought we could get through this. We certainly cannot. That's a feat I don't think anybody can go through.
No. Nope.
This guy is just a total con and a fraud artist.
No refunds. No refunds, says Raw.
No refunds.
I am Raw. I say no refunds.
I need blood.
He looks like he needs blood. He's going to have to go find some. I forget what you have to find in Oblivion or Skyrim to cure vampirism, but he needs whatever those flowers are.
My brain moves at a chaotic pace faster than the average human being.
Hey, somebody, okay, let's real quick. Somebody had asked about David Oates reversals. I have those because I had David Oates on the show. I did a show called Reversing the Con. Do you want me to play one or two of those real fast?
Yeah, if the person, for everybody, but yeah, if the person's still there. I saw that too, where someone talked about David Oates. I know what we know about David Oates. David Oates has been doing reverse speech for years and years and years, and he's a good guy.
He is a good guy.
He's on Jeff Rentz's show every week, and he does reverse speeches. His reverse speech, and then Ryan had him on the show. I missed that show too. It's one I really wanted to be on, but for some reason I don't remember why I couldn't do it. But so Ryan had him on do reverse speeches on Wilcock.
Yes, and here are 1, 2. I've got a couple of them. Let's play these real fast, and then we'll say goodbye. This is. Well, I don't know if I won't tell you what he says. Let's see if you can pick up what he says.
And there is a substrate material that we're putting in that's based on graphene, and this allows us to make something called nanoconcrete. And nanoconcrete only requires sand.
Here he says, in mock, it must scam it.
In mock, it must scam it. And there is
in mock, it must scam it. Was the reversal that he got out of that.
And there is a substrate material that we're putting in that's based on graphene, and this allows us to make something called nanoconcrete. And nanoconcrete only requires sand.
And here he says, in mock, it must scam it.
In mock, it must scam it.
Yeah.
In mock, it must scam it.
Oh, and mock. Sorry, not in mock. And mock, it must scam it.
Requires sand.
Do it again.
In mock, it must scam it. In mock, it must scam it.
I can definitely hear the scam it. And David didn't even know who this guy was, right? Didn't you just send him some clips and say, "Hey, can you do a speech?"
I think he had been asked by a few people, and then he did a special show for us where he just played these clips.
Yeah,
and he did. I don't think he knew a lot about him, from my impression. He just was like he had been asked a lot by people like, you got to cover this guy because there's going to be crazy reversals. And David Oates was like, all right, I'll reverse him. And like everything he got was, so that one you heard, and mock, scam it.
Yes.
Here's Corey Good. Here's Corey Good.
And they basically,
I think this one's really good,
restored who he was. The ET consciousness, they restored it. So he looks like Gonzalez, but he acts like a completely different person. He is not the same person.
And this is serve mess, the cons big.
Serve mess, the cons big.
The cons.
Serve mess, the cons.
Yeah, that's totally Corey Good.
I thought that one was pretty clear. The con is big. Let's see what else we have here.
Sticks to matter as it goes along because it's pushing on us, right? Gravity is sticky. It has a stickiness to matter.
That one sounded like he said, "I'm a silly kid," I think was what David Oates had said.
Huh. I
Here
can't really
is,
tell that one.
yeah, that one's hard to tell for sure.
But I'm not going off-world and having all of the meetings like I was when, 4 or 5 years ago when I was reporting a lot of this.
Okay, Soul, your cult's needing evil.
So that helps needing evil. So that helps needing evil. So that helps needing evil.
That's a pretty clear one. I don't know what that means, but your cult is needing evil.
Oh yeah, it's definitely an evil cult for sure.
This one, I don't know. I've got 2 or 3 more here. I don't know what this one is.
So that if there was a nuclear war, and if you wanted to be living on an underground base, we're going to build it, okay? We probably will end up doing that for the customers who would like that kind of facility, and we're going to do it where...
You never build an underground base, David.
Nano concrete going to build this underground base. The Backlucy says, I'm near the Lucifer.
Near the Lucifer. Near the Lucifer. Near the Lucifer.
Pretty clear too, huh?
Oh yeah.
I'm near the Lucifer. And here is another one.
And they're all essentially in the Christ consciousness, or they will have to go through that Christ awakening at some point. You know, the Law of One, they talk very specifically about that our galaxy has a pattern of what they call archetypes.
And it says, jerk off, you know.
Jerk off, you know.
Jerk off, you know. Jerk, you know.
That sounded pretty clear too, Mike. Jerk off, you know.
Yeah, that's what he thinks of the super chatters.
Now notice that what he was saying jerk off in reverse when he was talking about Christ consciousness. That should tell you something.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, folks. David Wilcock, Corey Good, both scam artists, con artists. You can't believe a word they're saying. They're just patting their ego. And that's what they're doing. Corey Good is making up for probably a suppressed childhood. I'm not going to say abuse because I don't have a reversal that says that, but certainly suppressed. And Corey and Dave Wilcock, well, he's just getting off on the whole thing.
That was David Oates' assessment.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pretty accurate.
It only confirms what we already know, that he's a fraud and a scam.
Scully in the chat said, David Wilcock banned me last Sunday for typing, quote, urine baths are a game changer, end quote.
Yeah, he should have actually paid you money for saying that.
He should have. And I hope I got some money tonight. Did I get money tonight for telling people the truth? Probably not. I don't see any donations, Flux. Where's that donation at? $100. Come on.
You bunch of cheap bastards.
Yeah, we have a cheap, boring chat room. You guys got no money.
Don't even tune in again. I'm gonna mod me. I'm gonna ban them all.
Actually, I think I have Flux as a mod. I need to make you a mod. Can you say something in the chat and I'll make you a mod next time?
I'll say something.
Flux is a mod, and there's a couple people I made mods. Yeah.
Will the cock.
Here, I can make Mike a... Wait, it's not letting me make Mike a mod.
Better make me a mod so I can ban all these people.
It says all I can do is ban you or put you in timeout.
Oh my! Oh, probably because the cock word. Let me do another one.
I love David. No, I don't think that's going to work either.
Oh, maybe YouTube throughout the years knows that I should and cannot be a moderator.
Oh no! I know what it is. I'll have to fix it. Well, I should do it right now since we're on the live stream, and then we'll end this. Hold on. I have to go to the channel, and then I have to click on your name, I think.
You have to channel the 7th density.
Yeah, 7th density light beam. Here we go. Now I can do it. Add as a moderator.
Oh, you people! You better start sending those super chats now, because I'm gonna start banning people.
Mike is now a managing operator of the channel.
I'm a manager, and I just got a pay raise too. You know what it is? $0.00.
Yeah, you guys better start donating. Mike's gonna start kicking people out of the chat.
You just made a house payment to fill up Vince. I don't give a damn. If you want love and light, I want to see $20 right now for love and light.
Mike's got shit to pay for, Philip.
See how big that dog? I can feed him fucking bison steaks.
He needs bison. Yeah. This dog needs bison steaks. All right. That's the end of the show tonight. Thank you for joining us. We did a whole extra hour. I've got a lot of other stuff to do today. So
Yeah. Well, thanks for doing it. We just tried to get a little entertainment in. We both got a little angry, which is not the point of doing this show, but this is seeing this fraud without timestamps and going through it's going to get you angry. So we'll make sure that we do the timestamps next time. And then come back for Friday's show. Is Nick going to be with us? Do you know? Or
he said that he wanted to do the show. Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, he'll be with us Friday. So we have a Wednesday, Thursday. Yeah, I've got both those shows already planned out. And then we'll have Friday roundtable. Sound good?
Yeah, Friday, I think I'm going to do just a little segment on the old Hollywood Viper Club. I'm going to talk about that club and some of the shenanigans that have gone on at the Viper Room. So
great. I might watch the movie Him, and we could talk a little bit about that. Also, that new AI, what do they call them? Pop star. They have bathing in black goo. Probably talk about that too.
Make that out too. Yeah, we should also probably even talk about a little bit of I think you sent me the link too, but I saw some of the news on it. The Sarajevo paid to shoot people. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, that doesn't happen. Oh no, that never happens.
Most dangerous game. Here's one more clip, and then we'll go. That's the most dangerous game. That's real.
Yes.
Charge cluster technology, which is it's one of the main contenders of what we're going to use to build hover cars.
Yeah, use that to build hover. And when was that clip? That was 2020. 5 years ago. No hover cars. You lying piece of garbage.
Yeah. Where's no med beds either? He was saying.
Yeah, that was Randy Kramer, Colonel Randy Kramer.
Yeah, but Wilcock mentioned med beds too. They never came to pass.
Yeah, I think I wish Ryder Lee could just hop on for a second if could just message him and get him on, because Ryder Lee and I were sitting at Contact in the Desert the year before this year, and this guy comes up. Some of you might know who he is. His name's like Eric something, and he has that big giant dog and that he carries everywhere with him. And he came up said something about med beds, and Ryder and I are sitting there, and I said, those aren't real. And the guy said, oh, they're definitely real. I've got a pre-order in for one. So, well, you've been scammed. It's not real. Oh, I've seen them. I know that they're real. That guy's a stay away from him if you see him. He wears the Hawaiian shirts, the big dog. Guy's a con artist. But yeah, the med beds was like a lot of people have pushed that garbage. Philip Vance, no, we're not figuring out super chats. I know how to do it. I'm not going to do it though. I don't want to do that. Tonight's show, Lord of the Lies, Part 3. Thank you for joining us, Mike, and everybody in the chat.
Yes. All right. Thanks, guys. I'll see everybody Friday.
Oh, what is that? What was that clip? Oh, that was another reverse speech. I apologize.
So deep state attack.
Yeah.
Demons.
Oh my goodness. Where's my music at? That was like an Alex Jones meme. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Yeah, the deep state was hitting me with a directed energy weapon. I couldn't find where the music was. Fuck. All right, Mike, thanks for joining us. Thank you, everybody in the chat.
Yeah.
Nada, Fire Drake, Philip Vance, PT, Early Girl, Flux. Those are the Scully. Who else is here? Josh, Gnarly Sheen, Scott, a bunch of other people. Upwards in the chat. Here's Cindy as well. Thank you, Cindy. Thank you all for joining us. We'll talk to you tomorrow, but with Mike, we'll talk with you on Friday.
Yes, sir.
Okay, bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye.